My brother approves of your guys' lore accurate Brad, by the way.
Lore accurate.
I sent Chuck
Nice.
the final photo where with the genie look and the 5'10.5" versus 5'10".
Chat,
Just said lore accurate Brad.
why is this song not playing, chat?
Good.
We've proven here tonight, Gabe, that I'm not qualified to be your moderator and help you. So
What did I ask you?
when you asked why it's not working,
Oh. Hold on, I'm just gonna reload the page actually.
What do you need help with? Sorry, I had to step away for a second.
I'm not getting this thing to work. I don't want to sync view with Brad. I don't know why this is on. Turn that off.
oh, Cole, while they're having a conversation and we can talk over it. I tried these. They're like spicy queso Fritos.
Oh,
They're pretty good.
interesting.
The chili cheese are definitely still better, but like I don't hate these. But they do taste like a small taco. So
Ooh, that sounds good. Oh, that's right. I have chicken and a biscuit. Oh, give me
Are you
those
streaming
chicken.
your music? Are you streaming music right now, Gabe?
I'm trying to. This song isn't working.
Is the YouTube link correct? Maybe.
I'm double checking. Sometimes if you share song links from playlists, they don't really work. So I'm just
Oh yeah. Well, you guys got to do the.
yeah, the share link. I'm working on it.
Yeah. Because it does like and V and a P. I think is the playlist link, which you got to do from the V section only.
There we go. Doth anyone remember what happened? Oh, they're gone.
Okay.
Oh, and no
Brad.
more camera privileges, actually. Sorry.
I'm trying a new cider from that company called Bee Nectar. This one is called Zombie Killer, and it's hard cider with honey and cherry.
How does that zombie kill?
I don't know. It's got a little.
Verify the science behind this.
It's got a cherry guy with a sword cutting an apple.
Doth anyone remember what happened last time?
I
No.
do.
it fits.
Would anyone like to share?
I'll share, sure. So last time, me, White Rabbit, and fuck, Cole, what's your character's name again?
Broken Shaw.
Broken Shaw, thank you. Broken Shaw all woke up in the Cold Cup, which is our cafe base of operations, in our various hangout spots. We had all just experienced a simulation of a heist, unwittingly. And after we all woke up and reoriented ourselves. The same woman who crashed in our simulation came in, and so immediately suspicious, Vermin started heading out and doing some recon while Shaw and White Rabbit did some interrogation with the woman. She asked for help with the job, and we all agreed. Afterwards, we start trying to do this train heist, which, is a quick reminder, is to steal a generator, which is being built during the heist. It's being built along the train ride, or all its parts are being delivered, not being built along it. Otherwise, our main opposition right now is supposedly from the children of Pano, who have access to the Panopticor, which should give out predictions and likelihood of things that will occur. Which is the very similar technology as to what our chips run on, that let us project and see possible outcomes. Otherwise, once we're on board, we knock out some people on the train, steal uniforms, sneak past people, and try and talk our way through. At some point, during our third stop, we is inspection, and some skateboarding hippies, or I should say hoverboarding hippies, come to try and steal the whole ass train car. So in panic mode, Vermin runs to the crane to try and knock them, hit them with the crane they're stealing the car with, while Shaw and White Rabbit deal with the hooligan on the train. And they deal with the person on the train. Vermin hits the hoverboard with the train car, and Vermin has been caught, or at least is currently out. Like, has just openly announced essentially that he is excuse me, against the current allegiance of the Children of Pano, because he had infiltrated them midway to try and act as one of the guards.
Are you forgetting about some people who were on the train working for the company?
No, I kind of skimmed over that, but I can go over that in more detail. I just didn't want this recap to take so long.
Well,
But-
they are sort of important characters because one of them is about to attack you. Maybe, who knows?
Yeah, Wolfgang is about to attack me. And then there's Julia, I think, is the drone.
Yeah.
And then there's the other guy. I don't remember the last guy.
He didn't have a name. He's just the train captain, the conductor.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But they all stay holed up in the middle car. Presumably putting together and taking all the generator pieces.
Well, that's not true.
And so
The captain
They're
is
not
on the
taking-
the conductor's on the train. Julia did something, and no one knows where she is now.
no, I'm saying in general they before they stole. They all hung out in the middle car together.
And just another thing, Wolfgang is also an ex-cop, like Broken Shaw is. So
Yeah, we had a moment.
yeah, they had a moment. They
Okay.
kissed and everything.
No?
Quick question: does Vermin know he's the next cop?
Yeah, you were
Oh,
there
wait.
when they were talking about it.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. I just want to double check. I didn't know if I was in the other room or not.
Okay. Any questions? No one has any questions. Everyone understands 100% completely what's going on.
Yes.
For the most part.
Cool.
I mean, they're trying to steal generator, and a bunch of people are there to say no.
Yeah, things aren't going well.
All right. Very good. Let's go for this song.
Did you start playing something? Because I heard something at the start and then it stopped.
I am playing a song. Does nobody hear anything?
Do you guys hear it?
I do not.
Of course.
Oh, I hear it now. Oh, need to cut off
I hear
again.
it now.
How about now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear it.
Okay. Let us first turn inside the train car. So, as everyone remembers, because everyone was there, of course, White Rabbit and Broken Shaw were inside a train car with an agent of disco when the crane lifted the train off the tracks and into midair. Thinking quickly, Vermin... Okay, hold on. Whoever is moving this around, I need to stop following your point of view. This is distracting me.
Yeah, Brad, I know what you did with the thinking view button, but
Yeah, I don't know.
Thinking, do what?
I don't know how you did that.
How do I
Hi, Red.
you?
Hi, gang.
Just restart.
Oh, Ren's here.
Hey, Red.
That work?
Share your screen real quick, Brad. Maybe I can figure it out from seeing your UI.
Okay, I didn't realize I did anything.
I don't know how you did that.
Entire screen. Entire screen. Share.
Anyway, what's going on,
That's
Ren?
right.
Click the little player icon. Yeah, scene controls.
yeah, well,
Click
I
scene
had a
controls
pretty
in the
good-
bottom right.
Good Saturday.
How was your bout?
I went to
I'll
the
let that
ceramic
you.
studio.
Click
And
that.
I
Yeah,
went to
perfect.
the-
There you go.
I said, I went home, sent some emails, and then I went to the roller derby bout.
Yeah. So now, no,
So
no,
if
don't,
I
keep that
keep
unclicked.
this-
Yeah, keep that unclicked. There
Thank
you
you,
go.
thank you.
If this is what you need, then
No, we don't want to follow him. We just need it off.
Don't follow anybody. just,
okay.
just do your thing.
Okay.
Don't follow.
Ren, your audio quality is really bad right now.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Hold on. Hold on. Well, I was gonna try calling on my phone because then I won't cut out. Because my phone will just switch to data.
do whatever you gotta do. Do whatever you
here,
gotta
hold
do.
on.
Are you
Let me
walking?
switch my mic audio. Me? No. I'm wearing my earbuds, so let me change the like audio input to like my phone
Okay.
mic.
Okay, whoever's doing that, I'm gonna revoke your player privileges if you keep this up.
Yeah.
Where is the actual thing? Oh, here it is.
I'll sync you there.
Don't sync anybody anywhere. Let me control my screen.
Hey, you guys should name yourselves in Albert because I don't remember what your characters' names are versus who you are.
Valid.
I got you.
Oops. Oh,
That's not how you spell Shaw, Cole.
how do you spell Shaw?
It has an H at the end instead of a W.
So SHAH?
Yeah.
Ew. It's weird.
It's not an
That's
English
fantastic. But I don't know who Vermin is versus who Broken Shot is.
Here.
Oh, you meant I see.
word. I got you.
There.
Thank you. That's what I was actually looking for.
You're welcome.
All right, Ren, are you with us?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still here. I'm trying to figure out the audio. I don't know how to change it on mobile.
How is your internet connection today?
On my PC, it sucks. Owlbear's loading. That's why I'm on my phone, though.
So were you actually like in the roller derby then?
No, I was just volunteering. It makes no sense.
Okay. That's still an important role, don't get me wrong. I just wanted to know if you were like crashing into people.
No, that would be cool, but no. They have tryouts in like the fall, and since I'm moving in a year, there's not really any point in me trying out because I'll be gone by the time the season starts.
Unfortunate.
But I'm chilling. It's fun to watch it. The team's not very good. The team, but
Did you
it's
say
still
you're
fun to
moving?
watch. Well, I'll move again in like probably May, April.
Why?
Oh, really?
Well, this job is only seasonal, so technically I only have a job until November. I'm hoping there's some other stuff that is in museums that I'm hoping I get, or if they get funding and they can fund me for the winter.
They should
That'd be
fund
cool,
you.
but
I mean, you make
Fund
snow
you.
cones.
well, the federal government won't fund me again. But
Oh,
if
this
they
is the
can find
feds?
An
Oh,
outside
yeah.
source that will fund me working.
Yeah.
Fund me working for the federal government. That's nice. Because there's different like organizations that'll help students and recent graduates do some kind of job for like 20 weeks.
Yeah, the feds are not really doing good right now. My dad has a job that's got some federal money in it, and yeah, anyway.
People keep asking me about it too, and it's like, oh, the park's still open, and I'm like, actually, it's one of the major parts is that they're not letting any park shut down despite any staffing issues. You have to keep running.
Oh my god, that's kind of the nightmare, actually.
Yeah, well, it's less bad for us. It's like a historic park, but like the nature parks where you're like actually taking care of like acres of land and like needing to take care of people, it's a much bigger issue.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Let me know when you got your audio sorted out, Ren, and then we can start proper. meantime, I'm gonna draw more pictures.
Nice.
Good one.
Yeah. I'm feeling real smart today, guys.
Glad to hear that.
How does it sound if I do this?
Good.
Okay, I just took off my earbud, so earbud shit audio.
Gabe, I remember. Oh, I know what that's gonna be. Okay. Cole gay question mark. Okay.
Cole gay? He is dating Dan.
Hey. Okay, let's actually get started then. Okay, so as I was describing earlier when Ren joined, mid heist, Disco's crew, led by bitPUNK, took control of the crane at the train station and is attempting to steal the train car wholesale, basically. Broken Shah and White Rabbit were in there with one of the Disco agents. And Vermin, you were inside the train station at the crane controls, and you just moved the controls to slam the train car into bitPUNK, sending her flying off her hoverboard. One of her other crew members has dive bombed to attempt to save her, and that command you had barked under your breath for the other members of your crew to brace themselves was heard by Wolfgang, who now is standing in the doorway, looking at you with a look of shock on his face.
You very briefly describe the room. I know it's a crane controls room, but like, is it like one entry, one exit type thing, or is
yeah,
it
it's a one entry, one exit. So it's on the third level of the train station. It's on a window overlooking the tracks, and the console's kind of centrally located. As mentioned last session, there's a device plugged in that's causing electricity to pulse an arc over the surface while it plays disco music. And standing in the doorway, his rather large frame filling it for the most part, is Wolfgang, who, as a reminder, is kind of this balding middle-aged man with an eye patch, some burn marks on his face, and underneath his loose, like, sort of officer's clothing are clear cybernetics from the neck down.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's see. Why don't we just start off by having Brad's character be sort of a soft introduction? Okay.
I can be introduced after.
Well, this is kind of
waiting. You need narrative
huh?
to the plot. Give me a narratively logical spot to enter.
This
I don't
kind
need
of
to be
is
right here.
Yeah,
because I'm going to describe to you something that the whole party will hear, but the players only, the characters. This is meta knowledge for them. But Damocles, as you've been sort of tracking the delivery, you've also been accompanied by a Julia drone. Julia is a drone that provides support. She's equipped with a pulse thrower that's basically a taser. She can project simulations from the simulcast for you, and she does all manner of things. Wolfgang also has a Julia drone. Why did the song change?
it did not.
Okay. From your high perch on a building outside the train station, Damocles, you have seen that about 3 factions are fighting over the delivery contents of the train car. It is time for you to make a move. You can see that bitPUNK is about to be saved by her crewmate. Whoever is in that train car is working on an escape, sort of. And whoever's in the train station is about to face off 1-to-1, probably. You've only got time to shoot one of them. Who are you going to pick?
Do I have any prior relationship with bitPUNK?
You know that she is a terrorist of sorts.
But I haven't worked with her before.
No, you've not worked, unless you want to, like, flashback something. No.
More gauging on if she has potential value in the future or not. And if I don't think there's much, then I would aim for her.
You would aim for her? Really? Okay.
Confirm an elimination of a threat.
Well,
That's where my mind would go.
she did manage to steal the train car with her crew, so it's not like she's useless.
Fair. It's not useless then.
In your ear,
And so
you hear the Julia drone. Remember the mission, Damocles.
I see two guys facing off, and then what's the third thing? You said there was a third thing?
There are two people in the train car. There are three people in the train car. Two of them appear to have been held at gunpoint by the third person. You don't know who affiliates with who.
Is there a... I'm looking for, like, any form of, like, explosive or distraction amongst the group. Not wanting to target an individual, but to disrupt the situation.
Oh, for sure. You know that someone placed a controlled charge in one of the train cars earlier. You have a sight line specifically from where you're standing through the window to that charge. It was the whole reason you picked this spot.
Yeah, let's detonate that. Get that moving.
Okay. Rabbit, do you remember which car that was in?
It was the engine car.
Yeah, that was an engine car, wasn't it, Rabbit? Ren?
Yes.
That was an engine car?
Yeah.
Okay. So... inside the train car... Actually, let's cut to Vermin and Wolfgang first. Vermin, from over your shoulder, you hear, "Oh, so that's how it is." And you turn around and you see Wolfgang, his sort of claw arm bending the door frame as he's advancing towards you.
All right. How wide is this room? Is there like room to maneuver? Or is it like a straight hallway?
Oh, no, there's room to maneuver. This is probably like the size of like somebody's kitchen, maybe.
Okay. I'll play dumb for now. I'll look at him and say, huh?
And he's gonna growl and he says, "I heard what you said. Brace for impact."
And that means what exactly?
You're working with them, and he points out at the two people on the hoverboards flying outside the train car.
I just hit them with the crane.
Yeah, you pretended to.
And that's why one of them is I'll look over my shoulder for half a second.
She's recovering,
carrying
actually.
Okay.
Slowly.
If I want to control the crane, I have to turn my back to him, though.
You would.
Fuck.
You move first, though. Your special ability or whatever you just think you did.
Yeah.
So they're on a crane on the train.
So,
all right.
Who is they in this scenario?
Robert and Wolfgang.
Robert and Wolfgang are inside the train station in front of the command console.
Gotcha.
Okay. I would like to do the following action. I would like to turn towards the controls, act like I'm going to use the crane again. But when it makes a move towards me, I would like to prowl around him, and try and get to and juke around him to get to the exit as he makes a charge at me.
We'll call this risky. Great.
Risky great?
Yeah.
Okay. What would a devil's bargain look like here?
A devil's bargain. You'll get away, but he still inflicts some level of harm on you. Who is scratching out words on the rule reference document? Thank you.
I would like to. Actually, I'll just roll it as is.
Roll another die, because as you do this, part of the train explodes.
Oh,
Okay. So 5.
Okay, 5. Okay.
I only make calculated decisions for the record.
damn, am I bad at math?
I'll tell you this now. Vermin, you do successfully escape the room, but we'll follow the consequence in a second as we turn our attention towards White Rabbit, Broken Shah, and the agent of Disco who is inside the train car, who had just told you that she didn't want to kill you, and you're allowed to leave, but you're also like 40 feet up in the air, so all three of you are putting your heads together to try and escape.
Epic.
Do you want to do anything? Hello?
Yeah, am I disconnected here?
No. Yeah, I knew.
I'm
Would
still there.
you or Ren like to do something?
Yes. What is the question?
Do you want me to describe your surroundings?
Yes, please.
So as you remember, you are in the cargo train car. Flanking the two sides of the car, there are sets of drones. Inside the central aisle, there are several of the crates, one of which White Rabbit is in. It's full of apples. In front of you, as you are both sort of looking towards the exit, there's the disco agent on her back's a hoverboard, and the door is swinging wide open. I think, White Rabbit, you did manage to retrieve your sidearm during the chaos.
I got my what?
Your
You're done.
Oh yeah.
Done. Oh no! My chicken and a biscuit.
Chicken and a biscuit is not an action.
It fell on the ground.
Sounds like action to me.
Okay, I got it. I don't know. I don't know what to do. If she still... Did she get knocked over or something?
Oh, that's right. As you guys braced for... Bye, Brad.
Just disconnected.
Bye, Brad.
As you guys braced for impact, the girl did fall. That is true. So she's kind of lying prone on the ground at the moment.
Oh, I thought you meant like fell out of the train car.
No. She's not. She's like hanging on to like the edge of a drone or something as the train car is kind of shaking still.
Boy. What can I do here? Is there anything I do about my stress?
No.
Fuck.
It's fine to max out your stress though. Just means
Okay.
you're out of the scenario.
Your character doesn't die, but you like leave the heist basically if your stress fills up.
Oh, is it the whole height? From the way it was described, it was just like the current scene or whatever.
Oh, hold on. Let me.
I
While
think it's ambiguous on
Cole and
purpose.
Ren discuss what they want to do, let me check the thing.
White Rabbit, what is our best case course of action in this given moment? Other than dying. Because I'm not sure how to get around this situation. Because the cart we need is the one we're currently in, but it is being stolen. So do we try to like align ourselves with the disco people and just get it to where like we get out of the situation with the train people and then we steal the cart from them, or I don't. I don't know. Do you want to try to assemble the the generator while it's in here?
Be able to work with generator.
Because I could potentially. I have gear slots open. I could get some. Trying to see if there would be anything that I could tie someone up with. Because if I could tie this lady up, she won't be able to mess with our. We'd be able to assemble the generator without having her be away.
Surely like climbing gear or tools or
Burglary gear, maybe?
yeah.
Bird kit.
What was that, Ren?
Have a burglar's kit.
Don't forget, Ren, you're partially depleted, so for you to do that is a little riskier than it would be for Shah.
Oh, I have subterfuge supplies. That would include tying someone up, right? That would have like something.
Perhaps.
Some rope.
Yeah. Yeah. So can I just use my subterfuge supplies, and can I like after this lady gets knocked down, can I just like hop on top of her and tie her up?
Is this an action of some kind?
That's a good question. Frick, I can't do. It would have to be skirmish, I guess.
Go ahead. I would say this is controlled because she's prone, and this would be a standard outcome.
Well, what are my dice? I roll d6. Yes.
Yes.
Just
Well,
the same
how many
one.
pips do you have?
1
Okay.
in skirmish. Ooh, 5.
Okay, so within your subterfuge kit, you're disappointed to find that it doesn't have rope, but it does have stealth wire, sort of metal twine that you can use to lower like a single person or to like it's a bit more multi-purpose than rope is. It's lighter to carry, which is the more pressing matter. Nonetheless, you use it to tie her up. You thread the twine carefully around her legs, arms, going underneath the hoverboard on her back, and then you quickly tie the knot around her wrists. You don't know if it'll hold forever, but it will hold long enough for you and Rabbit to do whatever you need to do.
Cool.
They need to
Well-
survive forever, so it holds forever.
Throw her out of the train.
You're gonna throw her out of the train car?
No, I was kidding. I'm not gonna do that. That would be bad.
Can I get lit into the owlbear rodeo?
It's in the Blades channel. There's already a pin link in there.
There's a new one?
What?
I clicked the old one, I guess. No, I clicked the link.
No, the
Owlbear.
Blades channel, not the Owlbear link in Blades.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm gonna paste the Albert link again in the Blades channel. It's at the bottom for you.
Well, I found it.
Okay.
So, what do we need to do to assemble a generator here, Rabbit?
I'm turning the music back on.
Sorry, what did you ask?
What do we need to do to assemble this generator?
Have I worked with something like this before? So, can't I remember?
With an action of some kind, maybe you could remember or surmise. Or perhaps you already studied this in the past and you could flash back to it. I don't know. Use your
flashback.
resources.
That sounds hard. I'm kidding, my lord.
Thanks.
I just wanted to make sure I clarified. Who's the tinker action? White Rabbit has good tinker, right?
I do have good tinker, and I have tinkering tools.
Boom! And then if there's Does she get any bonus if I'm there helping?
That would be teamwork. Or a help action, where you would give her... Hold on, it's on the other sheet. You spend a little stress to give her an extra die.
So I can't spend any more stress.
As a clarification,
Cole.
when your stress fills up, you suffer trauma, you're knocked out of the current scene, and then you come back later in another one.
Oh, okay.
We can deal with trauma
I guess
as it comes, but it's okay to overstress. Don't push
okay.
it, but it's okay.
I have 1 pip left until I'm at max stress.
Yeah.
So
Basically, when your character suffers 4 traumas over their lifetime, basically fills up their stress meter 4 times and they're dead, but that's a long ways away.
Okay. I suppose I could risk it, but I don't want to if I don't have to.
Well, Ren's got her own resources. Let's see what she comes up with. Ren?
Maybe not.
Sorry, I'm like, remember the stuff from last time we see.
I didn't catch quite what she said. I gotta turn you up a little bit. Can you repeat that? Okay. Are you still with us, Ren?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Can I use my tinkering tools?
To do what?
We need to start the generator, right?
You're collecting the parts for the generator.
Wait, so wait, what did Cole want me to do with the generator?
He was asking you if you knew how to assemble it or what you needed to have to call a heist successful.
Do I know? I roll for knowing.
Can you phrase that as an action for me?
Can I attune myself with the generator and understand its instructions?
Sure, go ahead. We'll call that controlled standard.
So I just roll my 2 dice. I have to attune, right?
Yeah. Success.
I got it.
Okay. Between what you shared, the conversation you shared earlier with the young lady who entered into the Gold Cup, and what you learned from the projection last time around, you recall a series of informations and a sort of flashback sequence that's not actually flashback. There are 3 parts you need to collect. There are auxiliary parts, which are in the train car you're in right now. You need one of the engines from the train, which your options are about to go down in a second, so we'll get to that. Thanks, Brad. And then know a little thing or two about a conversation you had with the young lady. You need 3 punch cards. These contain the codes that are used to program the generator itself. In order to make the computer, you need to combine several drones together. So the drones in this train are doubling both as parts and as security measures. You have to make it out of the heist with some number of these drones. So in the train car you're in now, it contains at least 2 of the things you need. The drones could be obtained in another car. The auxiliary parts are only located here. You think you could put the generator together if you were hard-pressed, but you know for sure if you get the things back intact to the lady, she'll do it for you.
Okay, so we just need to steal the parts. So we just need to find the parts, mainly.
We just need to...
Ugh. Is there an action to find?
There might be, if you look at the action sheet.
Survey.
But I'm about to complicate things for you a little bit. Distantly,
No!
below you, you hear it sound like an explosion. Rabbit, you recognize the sound. It's your controlled charge for earlier. Someone detonated it, and it wasn't you.
Oh no.
That engine goes up in flames.
You had triggered this explosion. We should kill that guy.
And
I
then
agree.
I beat... Oh, what's this symbol next to Ren's name mean? Connection issues. Okay. Great. Well, I'll describe this for Cole, and then if Ren reconnects, I'll give her the summary. Cole, half a beat after you hear the explosion... Oh, Ren, are you with us now?
Is the Ren with us now?
Ren, are you with us? I guess she's not with us yet. Okay.
Yeah.
Cole, Shah. Half a beat after you hear the explosion, something happens. You don't see it, but you feel the effects. Vermin, you back up onto the command console, and using a vaulting maneuver, you handspring off your hand, push off the ceiling, and then cartwheel onto the floor in one smooth motion as Wolfgang roars towards you. He keeps going and collides with the console, causing it to short. Small little shocking explosions are heard, and you hear a gigantic creak as outside the crane falters and the train car begins to drop. Shah, you feel your stomach bottom out as gravity starts to take its toll on you.
Crap.
Wait, so they're in a train car that's held aloft by a crane?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
The moment is yours, Shah. What do you do?
So what would the action be to just brace myself?
Brace for impact?
Yeah.
Well, you could argue one to me, or you could try to resist whatever consequence comes along. It's up to you.
I guess I can just resist. What would I roll for resisting? How does that work?
Resisting costs 6 stress, and then you roll with the ability I tell you to use. In this case,
6 stress?
I would say... Hold on.
Wait.
I'm not done. You roll as many dice as the ability I tell you to use, which probably would be prowess in this case. So you would roll 3d6, and then the highest number you subtract from the stress cost. So if you rolled a 5, you would only take 1 stress instead.
No, I'll take that deal.
Okay. Ren, are you with us?
Huh?
Are you with us, Ren?
We have McFallen.
Are you in? Are you in the call, Ren? Can you hear what we're saying?
I can hear you right now. I missed a little bit of it.
Okay.
I was my computer still has your spin connected.
Long story short, when Vermin evaded Wolfgang, he crashed into the crane controls, causing the train you're in to drop.
Oh boy.
Right now,
The important bit is we have McFallen.
Cole is attempting to just resist the consequences of what is going to happen. But like I said earlier, you can do anything in this split second. So if you have any better ideas, go ahead.
And I gonna try and grab onto something. I guess.
You're also bracing for impact?
Yeah, just resist then.
Okay. No one has an item or an action or a flashback or an NPC or anything to pull out of their butt right now?
I can't think of anything that would really help.
Alright. Are you going to do an action or are you just going to resist? Whatever happens.
I'll just resist.
Okay. Okay, so here's the deal. You're in a train car, it's falling. This would be like a level 3 harm. Because you're resisting, I'm gonna knock this down to level 2. Cole, you already have level 2 harm, is that correct?
No,
Who got grazed by a bullet earlier?
I did, but I only have -1.
Oh, okay, perfect. So, hold on. Let me just... Alright. Shah, under your harm tracker, put down concussed as a level 2 harm, and then roll prowess to resist.
What? How do you spell concussed? Is it C-U-N?
CONCUSSED.
Concussed.
It doesn't matter how you spell it, as long as you know what it is.
Yeah, fucking, I spelled it wrong.
As long as you know what it is, that's all that matters.
Oh, what in the world? Okay, and then what do you need me to roll?
Roll prowess to resist.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Hey!
No stress. Very good.
No stress, thank God.
Ren, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Ren, remind me, how much of Rabbit's body is prosthetic?
Not a lot.
Okay. So, under level 2 harm, right, short circuit. And then roll prowess to resist. What was that, Ren?
I think she got a 4.
A 4?
Yeah.
Okay, so that costs 2 stress then. With a sound between like a whale being shot in the head and a metal train crashing into the ground, the metal train crashes into the ground. Thankfully for
Like the
you,
description.
thanks, Brad. Thankfully for you, Rabbit, your fall is mostly softened by the apples in the apple crate, but you do bang the back of your head against the aluminum side. You're beginning to see double, and you're having issues realizing where you are. Your vision has gone sepia, like an old photograph.
Oh.
Nice.
She soaked all her tech in apple juice.
Shaw, I'm gonna be honest with you. Thinking quickly, you grab the lady, and you use her to blanket your fall.
Nice.
God damn.
She's probably dead. But you are fine, except when the train car hits the ground, you hit the ground together, then you bounce off of her, and you hit your head against one of the drone legs. You're feeling dizzy and seeing double. You're concussed. If Rabbit was to look at you, she would see that your pupils are uneven.
But if I looked at Rabbit,
If Rabbit was looking at you, Rabbit would see that your pupils are uneven.
oh, that's not good.
Everything within the train car has been shaken up. There are piles of apples, scrap metal, drones everywhere. We'll get back to that in a second. Vermin, where are you going?
Coming out of those parts. I was going to attempt to wreck the door so it can't, like, to jam it essentially so it can't be opened. So Wolfgang can't, like, chase me out.
Alright, we'll call this desperate standard.
Okay. Since this is desperate, then Remind me so. Does pushing myself cost 1 or 2 stress?
Let me pull up the thing. I believe it's 2. Yeah, 2 stress.
I'm just going to roll standard then.
Man, Cole got lucky with that resistance roll.
Yeah, I did.
5.
Okay, so you're not really capable of doing too much in a lot of time. So you hit the button to cause the door to close, FNAF style, and then you kick it really hard. So the control panel is inoperable.
Yeah.
There's nothing done to the mechanism of the door itself, but you've bought yourself a little bit of time.
Alright.
Let me add... Okay, alert's been maxed out, so your guys' cover has been blown. Let me just add a new... Add some new clocks in here. This is Wolfgang. Wolf G. And then...
Wolf click.
This is bitPUNK. Okay. What are you doing next, Vermin?
The train car just crashed into the railway, right?
Yeah, and at the distant end of the train, one of the engines exploded.
Okay. So my best guess is this thing's gonna be inoperable. It's not gonna be able to move. Fuck.
It's got 2 engines. It just can't reverse anymore. It was the back. It was the back engine.
Okay. Can I rush into the center console then, the middle one, the control console, and try and get it moving again?
You may. You are met by the conductor and the Julia drone.
I'm going to try. I would like to. Okay. I'm going to just get on the train and try and sway. Go. We gotta go.
Okay. We're gonna call this Desperate Limited because as you run in, Julia says, "What did you do to Wolfgang?"
All right. What would a devil's bargain look like here?
A devil's bargain. Ah, jeez. You'll succeed, but they won't be on your side. Basically, you'll be arguing just a common argument. This train needs to move. I don't care if you don't want to work with me. This train has to go.
I am going to push my... Or actually, no, this is not worth pushing myself. Yeah, I'll take that devil's bargain.
Okay, you can have that extra die then.
6.
Boo! Alright, make your argument, champ.
Well, I'm just... Let's go! Come on! We gotta go now!
The conductor... Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's all I say. That's all I say.
The conductor looks at Julia questioningly. She makes a little bit of a whirring sound, and something deploys underneath her magnetic propulsion. You've seen it before many times. The police love to use them. It's a pulse thrower, a taser. She's got it pointed at you. Very well, she says. Get the train moving, and she turns to the conductor and says so. Off on your perch, Damocles. The train is moving. Even now, bitPUNK and the other crew member are still in midair, trying to sort of... It looks like they're using some sort of handheld medical device. And then that train car just dropped. Distantly, you see Wolfgang is trying to bust through a door. What do you do?
I will... What would I do here? Is the train starting to move in the direction I find desirable?
It's moving forward to the next stop.
Help me out here, Gabe. Would I want them moving to the next stop, or would I want them getting off here?
Well, I'm actually going to do the same character. You can be talking to your Julia drone. How about that?
Okay, that works. Do we want them to go to the next stop, or do we think here is far enough?
That depends, Damocles. Who are you betting your chips on?
Well, bitPUNK seems to be failing at the moment. Wolfgang's not going to work with me, so.
Would you like me to run a projection?
Yeah.
Okay. You and Julia share a secret projection that I'm not going to describe. But
Okay.
the end result, Brad, you know who to side with.
Okay. I'm gonna start making my way to go get on that train. I think then.
Okay.
Right?
Are you going to enter it properly or just sneak on?
I don't think there's a way to properly enter a train that's actively on fire in a war zone. So, stealthily,
As you
subtly, but there's a lot of chaos to add to that.
As you approach the train, the Julia drone collapses onto something about the size of a book, and you know what to do. You pull her into your bag and you hide her. You don't want
Perfect.
anyone to see her.
Perfect.
Okay. Now, let's go back to our friends on the fallen train car. Both of you hear the screech of metal on metal as the train begins to move. You need to be on that train, but you also need at least two of the things in this train car. Maybe just one of them. What do either of you two do?
Hold on, maybe I was misconstrued. I thought the car dropped right back where it was, and like it wasn't like
No, you swung it.
completely connected. Oh, I see.
It's
Never mind.
basically splatted onto the concrete in front of the train station.
Okay.
Nice.
Not nice, Cole. You're not on the train anymore.
Did Rabbit tell me what needed to be grabbed?
Sure. In that split second, let's say Rabbit was thinking out loud.
Okay, I'm gonna look at Rabbit and go, I'm gonna grab this one, and then, like, as fast as I can, book it to whatever item she said, or he, inclined me to grab.
Ren, are you with us?
Yeah.
Okay. Within your vision, your sepia-colored vision, in your confused mind, you recognize this person talking to you as someone familiar? Maybe some kind of emotional connection? For a split second, he almost looks like Senor Igual does.
Oh shit!
How do you-
I remember that character.
Did you follow me?
What? Is he talking to me?
Yeah.
Yes, I followed you. We walked here. We came here together.
I never remember you coming here with me. I would have remembered that.
Okay, that's besides the point. What parts do we need to grab for the generator?
You do know this.
Oh.
I'm talking
I'm
to Rabbit, actually, not you. Sorry.
We need to grab these pieces.
I'll
I'm
grab.
sorry, are you the generator?
Yeah, we are after the generator. Correct.
Okay.
So what are you two doing?
I'm grabbing part A, whatever that is.
You don't know where they are.
Part-
Everything in the train car was shaking up when it fell.
Oh, so we have to look. So I have to roll to survey to find the part I want?
Yeah, you can just say, I will survey for the part. In Blades, you don't say I roll. You just say, I do this, I do that.
I survey for part
Alright.
A.
We'll call this Desperate Great, because you're running out of time, but obviously if you get the parts, you get them. So.
Is there... I'm trying to think about what I can...
Rabbit, are you assisting in any way? Perhaps an action of your own?
Desperate. I don't make it. I'm only rolling one die, by the way, which is...
Gabriel, would I be able to assist this with a flashback?
For sure.
How much stress would
Oh.
it cost for me to flashback to have one of my beggar friends, Toda? Or I should say my shady friends, and Toda, who was a beggar, in exchange for a little bit of coin, have them and some friends ready to just grab a bunch of boxes in here and take them back to the cold cup.
I would say that would be 2 stress.
I have a question.
Sure.
Yeah, they're here on standby, ready to.
Well, hold on.
Take some.
Let Cole finish his question before we lock anything in.
All right, sorry.
Can me and Rabbit do a group action to find the parts and
Yes.
roll together?
Are you leading the action then, Cole? That means you take the stress
No.
cost.
Can Rabbit lead the action?
Do you want to, Ren?
I don't know if I have any. I have -1 to my dice pool right now. That's fine. Okay. I can just try inciting the location.
So whatever action you pick, both you and Shah have to do because you're leading in this case. Unless you both want to do 2 separate things.
I think we'll get a better outcome because it's gonna be a desperate roll. I think we'll get a better outcome if we roll together.
Okay.
So, what talent do both you and Shah have enough pips in that you could both cooperate together well with?
I only have prowess really, and so I have 1 survey.
Survey would be great here. If
I have
Ren does.
Oh,
I didn't hear what she said. Sorry.
0 survey.
Damn.
Oh no.
Too prowess focused. We need more insight.
Yeah.
I was focused at all.
Can we
I have
roll
3.
this straight insight, or does it have to be an action underneath
has to be
it?
an action.
It would
Sorry.
be
Oh.
attune is the action you're looking for insight.
No. Insight is in like the category.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it has to be a talent.
It does, yeah, that makes sense. Ugh, man. What does consort mean?
Friendly interaction. I've got the thing pulled up on the screen right now if you want to read
Yeah,
it.
I see that.
I mean, if we're
That's
following through with, Vermin's flashback, you could consort with the beggars to have them help you more than they were paid for. But that's, we don't want to lock anything in until the plan is complete,
Yeah. Could I have the?
I'm
Could I?
going to take the 2 strats if you guys will want to consort with them.
Yeah. Well, could I use? That's not what I want to do. Could I sway them because they're not parts? But I could be like, "Hey guys, you want to help us look?
Okay.
Come help us carry stuff off the train, please."
Are we still doing a group action, or are you alone convincing them then?
I mean, I could me alone do sway because I have 3 in sway.
And Cole, don't forget that your character's ability lets you use talents off, relevant. The
Oh,
Rook's
that's
Gambit,
right.
yeah. So,
I forgot about that. Where did it go? Where's that ability? Where is that?
it should be on your character sheet.
Oh, Rook's Gambit. Take 2 stress. So I could roll sway. I could roll survey as using my sway numbers.
Precisely.
What does the Rook's Gambit cost again, though? Isn't there like a cost to it?
It's
2
the
stress.
argument cost. So in this... Oh, it's 2 stress?
Yeah, 2 stress.
Okay.
But how can I switch sway into survey?
By having the beggars do it for you.
Oh, okay. Then yes, I'll do that.
Okay, are you going to spend that stress?
Yes, it'll take me out of the scene, but
Okay.
I think it's worth it.
You'll be helping them move the stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I have something else in mind, but yes.
So I can roll my 3 sway.
Yes, do you want to push for devil's bargain or any other kind of
Push yourself.
advantage?
Take everything. Take.
Yeah,
push yourself.
I'm already gonna go over on stress. I might as well. What does pushing myself do?
So that does roll over, but
it
through
does.
stress for 1 extra die.
That's fine. I'll just okay. I'll
Actually, it
roll 4
doesn't
dice.
roll over. Sorry, scratch that.
Oh, it doesn't roll over.
No, it's kind of stupid, but yeah, it doesn't.
Okay, cool. I will roll 4 dice, take 4 stress,
Okay.
and be done. Come on!
No.
I'm cocked.
Damn.
Is that? Can I re-roll this one if it's
No,
cocked?
it was determined as a 1.
It's a digital die, my
Bro.
guy.
What? Oh, come on!
I see a 13. I see a 6.
That 6 was... I re-rolled this one.
Okay.
I
Well,
went right back to 1. Crap. Well, that's not... I rolled 2 3s.
are getting desperate here. So, in the past, listen, Vermin, you knew how hard extraction was from the last heist. You knew you needed something in your pocket. You went to some of your old hunting grounds and you rustled up some urchins, some beggars, some vagrants. And for some coin on the down low, they promised to help you extract materials. There was an understanding that they would get a cut of some kind, and, well, now they've come knocking. Within the train car, a few beggars emerge from some of the crates in the back, looking dizzy and confused. Some of the train workers dramatically take off their hats to reveal that they were actually vagrants in disguise. And that concussion was pretty serious. Shah, as your vision fades at the edges, you turn to these vagrants and you say exactly what parts they need to pick up, but then you pass out. So, we're not going to cut you out for very long, but you will be gone for a pivotal moment, of course. So just for now, Shah, reset your stress to 0.
Okay.
And under trauma,
Oh,
I would
no.
like you to put...
Are we not going to choose our trauma?
No... I'm checking the book now.
Where is trauma?
I think it's better if Gabe chooses trauma.
When you take trauma, circle one of your trauma conditions. So I think it's implied that Cole gets to pick it.
You can suggest some, I guess.
For you, Cole, I would suggest Obsessed or Haunted, but you can pick any of the 8 that you want.
I think... What would obsessed look like?
Your character doing what he already does, but more with your past, essentially.
I think that's fitting.
Very good. Okay.
We'll go with obsessed.
Rabbit,
I've failed another mission.
in your current state, you're not, like, unfunctional, but you're not quite... You don't possess quite enough acuity to realize that the vagrants are also robbing Shah while they're taking the drones and the auxiliary parts with them.
It's funny.
That's a cut.
Ren, did you hear that?
Sorry, could you repeat it?
So, in your current state, you don't quite possess enough acuity to realize that the beggars and vagrants are also robbing Shah while they're extracting the parts for you. Both the drones and the auxiliary parts.
Oh.
You do have enough grasp on the situation to realize that Shah might be in danger. And that sort of sense of urgency wakes you up out of your sort of dreamlike state after the vagrants leave.
I'm in danger.
Combined with the sound of the train further moving, you've got to do some catching up.
Okay. So Shaw's in danger.
He's passed out cold. The train is moving. You need to do something. Your vision's not quite safe yet anymore, but you're still a little confuzzled.
Can I go check on Shah's status?
For sure. You lower yourself down to get a look at him. He's still breathing. But he's got a pretty nasty bruise on the back of his head.
Oh. Yeah.
Is there anything you'd like to do?
Do I know what made Shawpot get knocked out? It was shit. If he has a concussion though, we don't want him to be knocked out. That's really bad.
You think he probably hit his head when the train fell, and whatever adrenaline was in his system was enough to keep him active long enough to do whatever he needed to do. But now that he's calmed down a little, he's passed out.
The adrenaline has faded, and so my vision.
I have a flashback from, or I can I consort. I can consort with my background. No, I guess I'll just have like a flashback because I know I know some people, you know, and I've seen people get knocked out cold before. And just like a way to wake them up, like with like smelling salts or something.
So what are you flashing back here? Precisely, the knowledge.
Like a time I saw my good friend Deja. Bring someone someone who works at an apothecary. Bring someone out of unconscious.
Okay, we'll say this is the cyber equivalent of an apothecary, and we'll get to that in a second. I would say this would be 1 stress.
Okay. What do I roll for this?
No, you just tell me. You just confirm that you want to go through with it, and I'll describe to you the setup.
Yeah, I want to go through with it.
Okay. After the first heist, you had realized that, oh my gosh, this heisting business is a little risky. We better have some contingencies. So you went to see Stasia, who, you know, let's say that she's got a few contingencies in cabinets and shelves and her pockets and her sleeves. She has given you a modified pulse thrower, those tasers that I mentioned earlier. This one's more like a defibrillator. If you use it on Shah, he should wake up. But it might be kind of
Uncomfortable.
Yeah, it'll be a little uncomfortable.
A rude awakening.
Yeah.
He deserves it.
Wake up.
Wake him up. Wake him up.
Alright. You take the modified pulse thrower. Where do you put it on his body?
Well, do I know where his power is? Does he have a normal chest?
You draw back his shirt and you see that he's mostly cybernetic.
Unfortunate for me.
You would still put the battery in the bigger part, so I'm gonna do it on his chest.
On his chest? Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Alright, Shah. Shah, you were having this very pleasant dream.
Oh god.
Something about a wooden table, a children's book, the smell of flowers, and suddenly you smell your own burning hair.
Oh. I've been electrocuted.
Arcs of electricity, Iron Man style, are dancing from a glowing spot on your chest. The force of the electricity sends you back a couple of inches, and your pupils dance. Things within your vision are swaying back and forth, but a few blinks clears that up. I'm not going to inflict harm on you for this. because you're already concussed. So.
God.
You're both up. But
Welcome back.
with a bit of a time
I was-
cost, the train has left the station. You're gonna have to find another way to catch up.
Train's gone.
Run really, really fast.
Did any of the techno people get knocked off their little hoverboards?
Yeah, well, that lady you killed has a hoverboard.
Yeah, we can just grab that, right?
Yeah.
Did it take 2 of us?
Well,
One way to find out.
okay, so you're an engineer, Rabbit, right?
Can I hyper load it so it?
First, let me describe what you know about these. So these are mag boards. They use magnetic propulsion. Basically, the air inside the dome is so thick with electricity from all the signals and the internet connections, basically, they can use magnetic propulsion alone to carry light burdens. In absence of that, because both of you are not a light burden together, you can rail grind. The trains conduct power through the rails into their system. But it takes a little bit of skill.
Be
Would that
badass,
be
guys. You got it.
Finesse then?
Sure thing. Are you taking the lead on this, or are you doing this alone?
Yes, I'll take the lead on this. Can we work together? What's your finesse, Rabbit?
My finesse is 0.
Fudge. But could she roll? What could Rabbit roll in this scenario that would be beneficial? What's your highest talent?
Tinkering.
Oh, okay. Could she roll for tinkering to, like... I'm trying to think, like, to do something with the board to make it work on the rail? Like,
Group actions need to
properly?
be the same action.
Oh, they have to be the same? Okay. Not bad. We could both roll. You could lead and roll survey, and we can... Or, tinker, and, clobber something up to make it so that we can both stand on this and not die.
That's good to me. I'm
Alright.
always ready to tinker.
So is you alone tinkering then?
Yeah, I think that would be good. I think her alone, because my tinker is 0.
All right.
Okay.
I'll call this risky great.
Yeah!
Nice. Oh, it's a pretty simple matter for you, Rabbit. A little crossed wires here, twisted magnetic propulsion there. You've adjusted the dynamo in the mag board so that it has a little less throttle, and that excess power puts a magnetic current right under your feet. So both you and especially our friend Shah here are being attracted to the board as it moves. Okay, and I assume you just use that board to catch up via rail grind?
Yeah.
Okay. Damocles. As you are sort of clinging to the outside of the 4th train car, not like in a precarious position, that's just, you snuck up there, you didn't go inside because you're not dumb. You're posted up on the outside, hanging on to like a railing or something. You hear muffled voices from further down the train, and then, distantly you see a few things. A rail board. Someone is rail grinding towards you on a board. There are 2 people actually, and then distantly you see something glimmering in midair.
I'm glimmering in midair.
Yeah, like a twinkle. Like we're blasting off again, Team Rocket kind of twinkle.
Okay. See here. So the train is moving. At my knowledge, right now, the crate was last seen splattered on the ground.
Yeah. You also saw a bunch of beggars and vagrants head in there and then shuffle out carrying various parts like Pikmin.
Okay.
Exactly how I told him to do it.
But all three of the interesting third party, I guess the less known party, right, of this trio, none of them are on the train anymore, right?
You're fairly confident that the thief character snuck into the command console, and those muffled voices might have something to do with that.
Okay, can I see here? One of my things.
There's people on the rail
What is
board,
this?
on the mag board are fast approaching.
Okay, I have 2 questions for you.
Yeah.
What is a Spirit Bane charm?
It is used to repulse digital consciousnesses in your area.
Okay, and then a trained hunting pet, because both of those are free for me.
Your trained hunting pet is your Julia drone.
My Julia, okay. Let's see here. I would like to try and look for my words.
Possible.
I'm going to prowl my way around the train car to try and stay out of sight of the hoverboard quickly gaining.
We'll call this controlled standard.
Or actually, can I rephrase but to a similar objective?
Sure.
I would like to hunt my way towards the voices inside while staying out of sight.
Same, controlled standard.
Okay. So, let's see here.
Yo!
That's good, right?
Yes. All right.
Okay, perfect.
Damocles, as you prowl around the side of the train car, Shah and Rabbit, you both make contact with the fourth train car, and pretty easily you jump onto the railing, unknowingly just where Damocles had been. As you hunt like a beast, rawr, hoo, as you hunt your way down the train. As you hunt your way down the train, Damocles, you listen in on a conversation happening in real time between Julia, the other Julia drone, there are many of her, the conductor, and Vermin. Julia, with her pulse thrower trained right on your chest. The conductor moves behind you, Vermin, and closes the door. Julia says, "I knew that you were one of those weasel thieves. I saw it in the projection."
Describe this pulse thrower. Is it like did it like a projectile, or is it like just an energy? Like energy that shoots at me.
It's energy. It's like a lightning bolt.
Okay.
That's kind of neat.
Okay. We're in the car and the conductor's behind me, right?
Yes.
Okay.
He has his hand in his pocket. Something is causing a sort of irregular, jagged shape in there.
Okay. I would like to skirmish, or actually, would prowl. Let me see, prowl. Let me see its description again.
Can I ask a question while he's looking for that?
No.
If it's fast.
How do we rule interrupting into another scene that's going on?
Well, because it's convergent, I would just double check with the person who's in it right now and see if you both agree on it.
Okay. Because I may want to interfere or follow up with what he's doing.
Yeah, I'm trying to route
on how this plays out.
I'm trying to route you guys back together. So if you want to, I'm all for it. But just check with the person who's sort of leading the scene first.
Gotcha.
Yes, I would like to prowl as like an ambush to like try and jump towards the conductor and use it, basically wrap my arm around his neck and essentially use him as a human shield. So if the pulse fires at me, it'll hit him instead.
All right, we'll call this Desperate Great.
Okay.
Rough.
Did you want to do anything as well, Brad? Or
Yeah, I would like to intervene if you're okay with that.
okay. What?
I guess I'll say what I want to do, and then I'll let you decide if you're cool with it or not. Upon getting my way around to like the door where this is taking place, upon hearing the chaos of him like lunging towards the captain, I want to throw the doors open and then shoot the Julia bot.
All right. Just want to have that be convergent actions or simultaneous actions then.
Ideally, mine would be like I hear the commotion, I throw the door open, gun drawn, and then take a shot at the Julia bot.
And then you can do your action. 4. Which is the same as a 5, luckily, but not quite a 6.
I want to see Damocles' roll before we resolve.
Oh, okay.
Remind me how this works.
Which count are you using?
Oh, okay. This would be... Can I argue this is hunt because I am, jumping on my prey?
You have the element of surprise, yeah.
Yeah, attack with precision, shoot or from a distance.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna make an exception here because I didn't get a chance to tell you before you rolled. On this sheet, I have all the things. Okay, hold on. On this sheet, I have all the things that you can do that will help you get extra dice.
Oh, okay.
So check this because you're at 0 stress right now. So you definitely want to do something here, right? Yeah, and I didn't describe the position or effect either. So yeah, just hold your horses.
Okay.
So first.
This remembering how this game works.
Controlled great. You already have a very good position. So, as a reminder, let me pull up the other sheet again. When you're in a controlled position, you can withdraw and try a different approach if you fail.
Okay.
So, let me pull up the dice booster sheet here. Take a look at any of these. If you want to spend any stress, you can very easily give yourself an extra die, but also, because you're in a controlled position, it's okay.
Okay. So, I can... see here. So it would be... It's different from taking 2 stress? Is this just considered a daring action?
Yeah, your daring action is just what you do. I hunt them with my gun.
Okay. And so that would allow me to have another die in place of 1 stress.
You would use 2 stress to push yourself.
Oh, it's 2 stress.
Yeah.
I thought you said 1 stress.
No, it's 2 stress.
Okay. That's probably the smart move.
You can also ask for a bargain of diabolical nature.
Okay. What would the devil's bargain be in this situation?
You get an extra die. I reveal a little something.
We have to tell him what the actual.
I can
is, right?
I can whisper it to Brad if he wants more information, but I will just tell you.
Oh. Okay.
I would also like to wonder, does the fact that these are fine pistols make a difference?
Oh, did you mark on your thing?
Yeah.
So...
I don't see a reason not to equip my fine
weapons
pistols.
give you greater effect, so this is controlled great now.
Okay.
Yeah,
we'll...
some free stuff, right? And fine pistols are yours.
No, I have my hunting pet and my spirit bane charm. The fine pistols are just one of my options that I figured would be smart just to take.
Might as well.
Okay. I will do the devil's bargain.
Okay.
I will take the devil's bargain and my fine pistols.
All right, so go ahead and roll 3 dice now, I think. Are you pushing yourself for stress?
No, just
Okay.
the devil's bargain.
Very good.
God damn. I hate digital dice.
Okay.
How bad's the 3?
Well, that's
Wait,
a
do you not
failure.
push yourself too?
Am I supposed to do both?
Hold on.
Can't-
Is there a reason
Hold
to
on.
not do both?
Hold on. Brad, I told you earlier, on a controlled position, if you fail, you can withdraw and try a different approach.
Okay.
So, let me describe something to you. Within your bag, your Julia drone projects you a scenario where you do your current plan and it fails miserably. You pause, and in a split second, you reconsider and do something else.
One more time, the spirit bane charm.
It repulses digital consciousnesses in the area. So anything that does not have some kind of organic component, if it has a consciousness in it, it shuts it down.
Would a Julia drone qualify for that?
Both of them, yes.
Okay, so using or activating that would hit both mine and theirs.
Yes.
Okay. Can I try basically the same thing again, but using finesse to be more aggressive?
Absolutely. Do you want the same bargain?
Yes, I'll take the same bargain.
All right, go ahead. This is risky now this time, though.
There's a 6.
Very good. Okay.
Yippee.
And the fine pistols still for...
Yeah, it's still great. It's still great.
Okay.
All right.
So I throw the door open, pistol snipe the drone,
Allow me.
and then what? Yeah, please. Please help.
Vermin. In one smooth motion, you duck, push off the floor, kick the console in front of you, and in the same move you used earlier, run off the ceiling, grabbing our poor conductor on the neck, and then jumping off and using the momentum from your weight and your fall to attempt to flip him backwards. And while that happens, the door behind you suddenly opens. This was not what you were expecting. Someone, would you like to describe your character, Damocles?
Sure. So what you would see, of course, the nice duster or the dirty duster that everyone has in these kind of settings. Mine is of a little bit nicer quality than you would typically run into. Wearing a 3-piece suit underneath of said duster, but a full head mechanical looking helmet that comes all the way down to below his collars. It seems to blend into his chest with metal hands. You cannot see any skin on this individual.
Anything else?
Okay.
Average height, average build, looks well dressed, but still discreet somehow.
You pull out your sidearm.
Yes, sir.
This is a fine pistol. It's a hand railgun, essentially. The same method of propulsion that the Julia drones and hoverboards use, magnetic propulsion, applies to the bullets. So they actually increase in velocity after you fire them. This makes aiming very difficult. In one smooth motion, you draw your sidearm, aim it at the Julia drone, and this is where the devil's bargain comes in. In the span of a heartbeat, both you and Vermin observe as the Julia drone makes a micro adjustment to take the pulse thrower off of Vermin and then onto the conductor. She fires, you fire, and after the dust clears, the Julia drone lies in ruins on the floor of the train car, and Vermin, you are hanging onto the door, the handle itself. So as the door slides in and out of its socket, you are flailing in midair as the stunned conductor's body is dragging you down towards the train tracks as they race by underneath your feet.
All right. I would like to. I don't know what role it would be. Just holding myself up. Hold on. Let me look. I guess can I just try and pull myself up? I don't know what attribute that would be suited for.
You are a little bit tangled with the stunned conductor's body, so you will have to first sort of untangle yourself before you just pull.
I try and finesse my way out.
For sure. This is risky. Great.
Risky. Great. All right. Yeah. Failure.
Okay. White Rabbit, Shah, you both break into the command console where you just heard a bullet blast through a window, and you see aforementioned Damocles character, and then you see in real time as Vermin slips off of the door handle he was hanging on to, grabs onto the floor, but in the process runs his leg into a train track that races by. So
can I try and resist this?
You may.
All right. I would assume this would be prowess, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Costs 1 stress.
It's strange. It's almost like your vision glitches, and whatever timeline you were seeing, whatever projection was pulled, falls. And instead of Vermin sort of being dragged down by a dead body, you see him sort of easily shrug it off and then stand up.
We all see this?
Yes. You all,
Interesting.
each of you have simulcasts, except for you, Damocles, but you are connected to your Julia drone, which has a built-in simulcast, so yeah, you all see it.
I basically have one, though.
Yeah. Functionally, you do.
Interesting.
Now you're in a sort of standoff. The 3 of you and the 1 of him.
Both of my pistols, because it's a pair of pistols, are still drawn. I will lower them slightly in the sense of, like, instead of having my arm fully extended, actively ready to shoot, I will kind of relax my arms down so they're at my hips. So still very much locked on, but trying to be less threatening. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Still cautious. For sure.
I would move
Here we go.
from the edge of the edge of the door into like solidly up between like the front engine and the console command.
Okay.
I think I would just, like, silently just sit and wait to see what this interesting trio has to say or do.
I'll look to Shah and Rabbit and say, "You guys know him?"
No.
All right. Well, then we get rid of him. All right.
Easy, easy. Let's not be so hasty, shall we?
Okay, then you'll tell us who you are and what you want.
I believe I just saved your life, my friend.
I had it quite covered myself, actually.
Is that so? So by the looks of it, you were about to take a blast straight from that robot.
Actually,
That
the
Julia.
conductor was going to take it. Your shot interfered with its aim.
So it was aiming at the conductor the whole time. Interesting. Mind me asking why such a small crew would be so loud on this vessel?
No, we're the ones asking the questions here. Who are you, and what do you want? You say you say not to be hasty, but I'm inclined to disagree. We're on a timetable here.
Are we on a timetable? Seems to me that the train is moving right on schedule.
All right, I'm going to. You're on a chair, right?
Me?
Yes.
I didn't think anybody was on a chair.
No,
I would.
No, sorry. No, I did not.
Okay.
I'm definitely still staying. I lowered my weapons, is what I said. Sorry.
Okay. I'm going to start walking towards you.
Easy. We all have the same objective, don't we? I take it you guys are here to make some money?
For different goals.
For different goals, so you're not here to make money.
No, same objective, different goals. Or different ends, I should say.
Rabbit, were you trying to say something?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Well, ask what...
Looking?
What did you ask me?
How are you guys look? How are they looking?
They're pretty beat up. They were in a train car that
beat
fell. What? Okay, remind me, Rabbit. You have like an eye implant, is that right?
Yeah.
It looks a little burnt out to you right now. Vermin, like short-circuited, to be precise.
Okay. Answer the question, or things are going to get dicey.
It rolls dice.
Things are gonna get dicey. My name is Damocles, or Damo if you feel so inclined, and I'm simply a passenger on this vessel, and some interesting things have taken place with me being here,
It's
and
not a
I'm...
passenger vessel. I chuckle to myself.
Well, are you not a passenger yourself?
No, we're thieves. And I'll take a dagger out and I'll hold it up. So I suggest you start answering it straight. Otherwise, one of us here is probably going to end up dead.
That would be a shame. I am... How do I put this?
What baggage is he carrying, by the way?
Yeah, what did you pick for your loadout? Are you light, normal, heavy?
Normal.
Normal, okay.
Pick normal. Here. Could you repeat that last question? Sorry.
How much baggage you have on you? You want me to repeat the line? Okay.
Yeah.
It was just answer the question, or else one of us is gonna end up dead.
So then in character, I'll say again. Sorry, you asked my name, which I gave. What was the other question?
What you want from us? You clearly came on here trying to look for something to gain. So I suggest you tell us. I don't mind having you work alongside us as long as we know what you're getting out of it.
We're all trying to gain something. I'm trying to gain money, and I see an opportunity with the crew trying to do something I assume is profitable. And so, why not see if I can't be a part of it, and everybody goes home happier.
I'll look to Rabbit and Shaw. Or I guess not Shaw. Shaw is currently out of it, I guess.
What?
I'm asking what you think.
About him?
Yeah.
How is it still just sepia toned, or do I have any kind of
Your cognition is fully restored, but you're still seeing in funny colors.
Going through all the Instagram filters.
Yeah.
Things look like an impressionist painting, sepia color to you right now.
I guess. You think we can get rid of him?
I mean, I think at least one more body to throw at this operation isn't a bad idea. But I'm concerned about exactly. I'm concerned about how he's dressed and what exactly he wants, because he clearly has the means for money already. Trying to crash and join a random heist seems strange and out of the question.
Let me pardon my manners. Let me rephrase slightly. I'm an opportunist, and I look for such as all opportunities to which make more money, better my status. Can you ever really have enough money? And why not have some exciting ways of acquiring it?
So this is like
do I recognize this guy's clothes?
I don't know. Do we have the time to question his motives all that much?
Until the next station, I guess. But I was gonna ask Gabe, do I recognize his clothes or like any insignias or anything indicating any faction or affiliation on him?
No, I don't think so. He was described as fairly nondescript, but I will say one thing is that the weapons he has are expensive. That's all you know.
Okay.
I picture it as like if you were to walk into like a tailor shop or something, it's some of the nicer clothes you could find there, but it looks like it was on like, a mannequin or something. It's not crazy customized, no logos or insignias or anything along those lines.
All right. Okay, Thrill Rider, you can help. We'll give you a cut. But when we step up to the meat grinder, that throws up to you first.
Fair is fair. Fair is fair.
As long as my crewmates are okay with it.
That works for me.
I'll be cool. Hey, what are we talking about? I'm going to assume Shah agrees, because he has to for narrative reasons. Splendid. Okay. Conveniently,
Alright.
you can see on the command console that the next inspection stop... Sorry, the next stop... That's not inspection stop. The next... The next stop is approaching.
That's a punch card stop, correct?
Yes.
Perfect timing.
Alright, Cole, just to catch you... Oh, who said that?
Me, sorry.
Oh, I thought that was Cole for some reason. Sorry.
I was
Kat.
referring to the
Still
train.
Cole.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Alright, well, everyone do their cool pose real quick now that we have a new party formed.
Well, hold on. Who's stopping the train?
I will.
I will.
Okay. You both reach for the train controls and your hands brush each other.
Oh, that's gay. I'll let him do it.
Alright. I'll finesse the controls and just come to a stop.
You don't need to. It's the controls are made to be used. You stop the train.
Okay.
That's my train stop.
I didn't know if it would have any difficulties because of the missing car and half an engine.
Well, okay, so just like a real train, if the reverse engine is gone, you don't need it to go forward. You know?
Yeah. I didn't know if a car being forcefully removed from next to the console interfered with electronics or linking.
Not for anything that you would need to worry about.
Okay. Oh, by the way, so you're saying to call you Dam?
No, Damocles is preferred.
All right, Damocles.
Oh, I didn't update the.
Or Damocles. Both are accurate.
No.
Yeah, let's get some chill going on.
Man, those clocks are in a rough spot. 3 and full.
Mm-hmm.
That's rough.
Okay, you know what? Sorry, I'm having technical difficulties here. Give me a second. You arrive at what appears to be a deserted train station. The lights are
entirely
not even
deserted.
On. Yeah.
Okay. Is there a similar vending machine as there was for the last punch card in the simulation?
You don't see a vending machine. The only thing you see is a lone streetlight. Pre-Cascade style streetlight. A side note for my friends who weren't paying attention or forgotten, the Cascade was the apocalypse that caused the current situation. So what you're seeing is basically a wooden pole with a streetlight you would see outside your own home. It's very out of place. And in its cold light is a bench.
Alright. Let's have everyone go except Shaw, and he gets Vanguard.
Was this not your guys' stop?
It is. We need to pick something up.
Fair enough.
Actually, I'll just tell you. We're here to pick up a punch card.
Punch card?
Have you ever heard of how... I guess I wouldn't know this, actually. It's basically a... how big are the punch cards?
Like a playing card.
Okay. It's a card about this big. I'll go to approximate a punch card size, with several intricate holes in it that can approximate through the code for the generator.
Interesting. Well then, let's be off.
You approach the bench.
Yeah.
The bench is covered in dust. There are no footsteps in the dust, no scrapes. It's as if this bench was perfectly preserved through the Cascade. You've never lived, none of you have lived through the Cascade. But you get the distinct feeling that whatever layers of ash blew from the burning planet probably would have piled up something like this. You're not quite sure why you thought that, but like a fly kind of buzzing in front of your face, the thought's there and then gone the next one. On the bench, impeccably clean, sits a children's picture book.
Does it have a title?
It's in some language you don't recognize.
What is a picture of, I guess, on the... Alright.
Sorry, did you say something, Ren?
I just asked, none of us recognize it.
Maybe you would, actually, Rabbit.
Known picture book, children's picture book enjoyer.
Well, you know, I was a child once.
True.
Once.
Rabbit, if you had to describe, so obviously everyone in the dome has come from all over the planet. Ethnicity and culture has mixed greatly, but what would you say is Santiago's predominant, culture, race, ancestry, whatever?
We talk about I was relating to the Senor Guardians.
Yeah.
or my family from the Rangers or whatever you call them.
So you're kind of Spanish descent then in some way? Like the, obviously, in-universe equivalent, right?
Yeah, yeah.
This is written in pre-Cascade Spanish. You're not quite sure how you remember it. When you think back to those memories, they're missing. Almost like someone had excised them with a scissor, cut from paper, and then tossed in the wind to be blown away. That moment of recognition is missing, but you still know what it's saying.
So what does it say?
It's a story about a dog and his pet. Sorry, it's a story about a boy and his pet dog.
Dog and his pet boy.
Dog
and his pet boy.
Do you open the book and read it?
Yes.
Throughout the story, the dog gets up to various forms of mischief, but the boy always comes in to save him. You turn the pages one by one, seeing sort of grand stylized, friendly, smiley drawings. But the subject matter is kind of chilling, because as the book continues and the dog gets into more trouble, the boy's face turns sterner and sterner. And the farther the story goes, the more limitations the dog gets. First he is put on a leash. Then he's kept inside. And then he's kept in his kennel. As you turn to the last page, a strange holographic card sort of slips out from between the book's pages, and you're left with the image of a dog wasting away in his kennel. The boy is stylized as a dark silhouette, seemingly holding chains in his hand. And in summary, the page says something along the lines of, seeing that the dog could only do nothing but get into trouble, the boy decided not to let the dog out ever again. Not really appropriate for kids, you'd think.
No.
What was the holographic that fell out of?
Oh, it's a
the
punch
book?
card. Of some kind.
How many punches does it have?
It's not that kind of punch card. It's the kind that has, like, bumps and raised patterns on it that you would feed into a slot, and it would convert some sort of reading off of that.
It's old coding, basically.
Time clock punch card.
Thank you, yeah.
Yeah.
More pre-Cascade tech. Stone Age in comparison to what you have today.
Well, is that what we needed? Nice say
Looks
to the
like
group.
it. I don't know why I was in the book though.
Paul, are you with us now?
Yes, I am.
So the party got to the next punch card station, and they found a children's book there, covered in dust and probably ash. And inside the children's book was the punch card you needed. Does this children's book inspire any feelings within you?
Should it?
You are a father, are you not?
Oh yeah. Oh.
Aww.
I can
Maybe
no
not.
longer read these books to my children. This is very unfortunate.
Almost instinctively, Shah, would you reach for the thing?
For the book?
No, your thing, your backstory thing.
Oh.
Just to know that it's there, just to feel it one more time. It's
Yes,
missing.
I would.
Perfect, it's missing.
Excuse me?
It's gone.
Perfect. It's missing.
Well, that's a problem. Shaw is visually very concerned. Did anyone take anything off my body at any?
Rabbit, do you know something about that?
I didn't grab anything off of you.
But did you see anyone grab anything off of me?
Not because I've been with you. You were unconscious, but I was there for that.
When would I have lost my thing? Can I try to remember if I had it?
No.
Like at the last time I had it?
No need. In a rare moment of like recognition, Rabbit, you sort through the muddled memories of immediately after your implant got short-circuited, and you realize that there were about 8 or 9 poor people milling around Shah when he was in a vulnerable position, and you just kind of stood there confused.
You telling me some poor person took my necklace?
No. I didn't tell. No, Rabbit didn't tell you this. I'm feeding Rabbit the information so that she can say it however she wishes to.
There was a time when you were unconscious that there were some people.
Do we know where they went?
I don't know.
They took something very important from me.
Interesting, man.
A necklace that holds severe meaning to me.
Was it worth much?
Then, like, you'll die if you don't have it?
I won't die, but it's very important, and not having it is making me very uneasy.
Oh, the sentimental sort.
Yes.
Yes, best not to be attached to things.
Well, that's not how I work, so...
Well, perhaps now you can move on and realize that you never needed it in the first place.
Absolutely not.
Distractions. Unnecessary.
I think the trauma on his character sheet dictates otherwise.
Correct. Who were those?
Woke in their
you know
trauma.
who those people were?
I do. Oh, well, I don't know all of them, but I know one of them. After the heist, we can I can link you up with them, and you can try and track them down that way.
I am required to contact with this person in this group of people.
I'll help you out. But after the job is done.
I suppose that is reasonable. Not ideal, but reasonable.
So where's our next stop, my new comrades?
It's another inspection, which we're going to just skip.
Awesome. Thank you.
A wise call. A wise call.
In fact, now that you've controlled the train, you could just
take it to the card.
Yeah, and then take the engine back to wherever it is you need it. Be a train track.
Yeah. Well, we know there's a train track. Do we know there's a station near the Cold Cup that tracked him? I know exactly how to get from the station back to there.
How the puzzle pieces fall together.
Mm-hmm.
Almost as if someone
all planned
designed this attention.
Different tables.
Wait, guys, above the table, right? It's not in the game. My character showed up at the last possible minute, was just like, hey, I'd like to join, I want to cut, and it's after all the hard work is done.
Oh, trust me, pal, the hard work's not over yet.
Yeah, we still need 2 more punch cards.
One of which belongs to Wolfgang, by the way.
Yeah. We'll deal with him
later. Time to do some killing.
Let's get the other punch card first. We want everything except the Wolfgang step to deal with last. Alright. Let's get moving, shall we?
Yes.
Lead on.
Yeah. We'll board the train again and head to the next guard.
Okay. Do you guys do anything on the train, or do you just pass time?
I'd like to try and pass time with Damocles. I am curious about. I guess. Do you want me to actually talk to you, Damocles, or do you want?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm down to roleplay it.
Okay. So, what business are you? Before your opportunistic nature, surely you had to get money from somewhere, right?
Let me think back. It's a long time ago. Before the opportunistic nature. Well, I mean, following orders. I lived a similar life as I imagine you guys are now. Take what is necessary where you can find it.
Following orders.
Well, I assume
in a certain sense that's what we do.
one of you makes decisions, or perhaps more likely the person who makes decisions is not amongst the group doing the work. But I don't judge either way.
And so you say now you're in charge of your own decisions?
I like to believe so, but how much control do any of us truly have?
Ah, the platitude speaker. I'm familiar with your types.
The platitude speaker, please elaborate.
Oh, you all think you're above it all. You all act as if you have escaped our chains of combination of this in this precious bubble through some revelation. When really you're just here with all of us, and we're all the same, doing what we need to survive.
You misunderstand my words. I like to believe I make my own decisions in the same way you do. But yet, here we still are. If we answered to no one and were above the system, would we not be sharing wine in a penthouse right now?
No, even they answer to the system of their own making, but still a system.
Nihilistic, but respectable.
I'm not going to pretend I'm anything else, so I'll ask you straight up. What's the easiest way to get to the top? How can I get money faster than I am now?
Let me think. Keep your hands in as many things as possible, would be my advice to everyone. That's why I still enjoy being on the ground. Play your cards right. Allies are important in this world.
And simply hope whatever you dip your hands in, it doesn't have a snake inside, ready to bite.
That's what the gloves are for, just in case.
Oh yeah, our gloves have good reflexes.
What did you say, Ren?
Wear gloves have good reflexes.
See, this man understands. This man understands. And you are, sir? I don't believe I quite got any of your names, as a fact.
Call me Vermin.
You rabbit.
Vermin, rabbit, thematic. You don't quite hit the animal stereotype. You miss out on a memo? Or are you the team leader then?
Not a team leader.
You both cut out. What'd you guys say?
I said I am not a team leader. I am really here.
Following orders is easier than giving them. I can respect a man who understands where he's at.
Not my intent either.
Your intent?
It's... I... It is what it is.
Interesting. So the other two groups you interacted with, not friendlies, the skateboard and the ones who pretend to be in charge.
You like to put things in terms of giving orders and taking orders a lot.
Is that not how the world works?
No, it's just something I like to point out.
That's just fair.
Yeah.
Is that a problem with you?
Oh no. Just something I'll use later.
Threatening in a way.
Oh no, not a threat, I promise. And not in an ill intent, of course. Just it'll be used.
So be it.
Does anyone else have anything to add?
No.
I'm glad we got our acquaintance done.
It is nice to meet you all.
Damocles?
Yes, sir?
Your Julia drone, inside your bag, silently is going to open a closed channel to your comms implant.
Okay.
She's just going to whisper, "Bogey on your 6, stay alert, maintain mission integrity." And then she's going to go quiet.
Alright, perfect. Well, a wonderful chat. How long until our arrival? Anyone aware?
Well, we're skipping a station, so it might be another minute or two.
Yeah, I don't know if we're sticking to the usual schedule of the train.
It's going to be a while. You're taking a detour.
Where are we seated right now?
I imagine you're actually just standing or like leaning or slouching in the command console. The third car.
Okay.
Which is now the back car, to be specific. There's only 3 cars left.
Could I start surveying the command car for any documentations or devices that might have anything additional to say besides what we had found earlier?
I'm going to say that
tablet?
you don't need to roll because there's nothing new to be found. The prime thing you got earlier was that tablet, which after, Rabbit touched its G-spot, is not usable anymore.
Alright. In that case, I'll head up to the front engine and start verifying the integrity and make sure there aren't any other bombs planted here.
Okay. What is everybody else?
I would like to keep watch for a specific thing.
Okay. What are Rabbit and Shah doing?
Am I able to, reset my eye?
You can take it out and try and tinker with it if you want.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that.
We'll call it,
I'm tinkering with enough to do it with no eyes.
risky standard. What are you doing,
You're
Shah?
gonna poke your eye out, kid.
We got the success, but the one success.
Okay, what are you doing, Shah? Cole Clausen, what are you doing?
Bowl blossom.
Is there any way to get rid of the harm? Or no?
Well, I'm about to get to that in a second, but generally during the heist, not through accessible means.
Is there anything I can do right now that would be beneficial?
Well, let's just take a little. You could give a little thought about what you still have left to do, or the threats you still have left to deal with.
We still have to find. Can I go? Can I? Oh, I don't have Goober anymore.
No, he got crushed by Wolfgang.
Oh.
Right there.
Poor Goober. I didn't know Gabe died.
Oh, it was he had a guy in a flash drive.
Yeah. That I put inside of a robot, and then Wolfgang stepped on a robot and killed him.
It was more of a crushing act with his large claw hand than it was like stepping on him accidentally.
It's a little more intentional.
Yeah, he didn't get squashed like a bug. He got crushed like a prey animal.
Crushed like a bug.
Oh boy, what to do? What to do? What to do?
All right. Well, while you think on that, Rabbit, normally you cannot heal during the score, but because it fits your character and you rolled well, I'll say go ahead and add 1 to your heal clock on your character sheet. Do you know how to do that?
Heal project block. Maybe no?
So just go 1 to 3 plus 1 tick and then press recover.
Okay.
You can make it moderately more functional, but in the field you're just missing the components you need.
Okay.
Do you have any idea what you want to do at this moment, Shah?
No. I'm not sure what would be beneficial, because, I mean, because we still have to find 2 punch cards, you said?
Yeah, Wolfgang has one of them, and the next is at the stop you're about to go to.
Okay, I suppose I'll just wait and try to clear my mind of the fact that I don't have my necklace.
Good luck, pal.
Yeah, it ain't gonna happen, but we're gonna try our best.
Alright, Damocles, where are you keeping watch?
I would go based on what the Julia bot said, so probably towards the back.
Inside or outside the train? On top or out through the door?
I don't want to go on top because I don't want it to be known that I'm scanning for something intentionally.
Alright. Well, so you're posting up by the door then?
Yeah.
Approaching faster than the train somehow, you see a dark silhouette with sparks flying up from under it, grinding the rails the same kind of way that, let's see, Shah and Rabbit were earlier. As it passes by a cyberpunk streetlight, not like a precast cake, like a normal cyberpunk streetlight, you know. You know the ones.
I know the ones.
You get a moment where it's framed like almost like a lightning strike in like very bright light for an instant. It's Wolfgang. He's got his claw hands out and he's grinding on the rails with them.
With the Spider-Man 2099 sound effect.
Yeah.
Do I have any prior understanding of who Wolfgang is?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You haven't worked with him, but he's a contractor, so you know of him.
Okay. Would he know of me?
He would know of your position.
Okay. Okay. I will... I know we need the key card that he carries now, right?
Oh yeah. He's coming right to you, too.
I'll casually make my way towards the front of the train till I'm near Vermin.
Mm-hmm.
Because as far as Damocles is concerned, Vermin's leading this show. So I'll make my way into the control center and
Is
it's
it
like
an urgent walk? You're kind of moseying over.
I'm moseying. I'm not in a huge rush. I need him to come to us anyways. So yeah, I'll make my way over to Vermin. I'm wanting to play my cards right. Vermin, you said there was another key card that someone had, right?
Yeah, Wolfgang, this asshole. Should be a while before he catches us, though.
I mean, there's somebody that's pretty close to catching us. I don't know if they're who you're talking about, but
What?
yeah, there's somebody on the guardrails. I don't know if they're an ally of yours or another threat. I will roughly describe Wolfgang with a little bit of inaccuracy.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm pretty sure that's him. Alright. We should probably set an ambush so we can grab his card and take him out in one fell swoop.
He's moving much faster than this train is, so...
And at the end of that sentence, you hear a large creaking sound from the third car. Rabbit and Shah, I assume you're in that car?
Yeah, probably.
Shah?
Yes, I am.
Okay, awesome. You watch
Who has a punch
as...
card right now?
Huh?
Who has a punch card right now?
I think me. Unless somebody else would have taken it. I guess you could have. But I'm also the techie person.
Alright. Yeah.
Rabbit, Shah, you hear a creaking sound as a dent embeds its way into the ceiling of the train car above you, and then a giant claw pierces through the maintenance hatch and rips it out. For lack of a better term, a robotic wolf about the size of a car is standing over you, growling fiercely. All right, show yourselves. Game's up.
I don't think this is good.
No, I don't think so either.
Do they work for this guy? Is that why he's pissed at him?
The wolf's head retracts, folding like a transformer does, and you see Wolfgang's head peeking out between the massive robotic shoulders. Oh, no, you are. What have you done with Julia?
With who?
Don't lie, stupid. Oh, no, what you're doing. And with that, he's going to lunge at you.
At home.
Let me roll a die. Let's see. Who wants to be even? Who wants to be odd?
I want to be odd, because I am odd.
Is that fine with you, Shaw? I'm sorry, Rabbit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sick.
Okay.
So does rolling your evens mean the even person gets targeted?
Yeah, so being evens, it would then be Rabbit who's getting targeted. He's going to attempt to skewer you through the chest.
Can I attune with it and
You can resist. That's it.
Okay, yeah. Fine. So I can tell.
Let's say prowess.
Like stuff with crowds. Yep, I rolled a 1.
Oh.
That's 5 stress.
Yeah, I missed something. 5 stress, what?
So when you resist, okay, here's the deal. There are no saving throws. When I say something happens, it happens. You can resist, which means that the consequences are lessened or disregarded, but it costs 6 stress. You choose one of your attributes, or actually I choose one of your attributes. You roll as many dice as you have for that number, and that number is subtracted from the total cost. So because she rolled a 1, 6 minus 1 is 5 stress to resist.
Gotcha.
I would say that you do successfully dodge out of the way. I'm not going to give you any harm at all. Does anyone want to do anything before
I would like to, but I assume they have immediate action.
Yeah.
They're in the same car.
You two are in the immediacy. What would you like to do? I mean, sorry, I'm not supposed to ask you. Actually, you're supposed to tell me, or I keep describing how he kills you.
Can I... What's a good action for this? Can I could use Sway to try to calm him down and be like, dude, okay, dude, you don't need to do this right now.
Okay. I would say...
Let's talk through this, please.
This is desperate standard.
Okay. I'm rolling 3 dice. Come on.
That's a success with complication.
Also, a reminder, Cole, whenever you roll Desperate Roll, you add an experience tick to that, to
that talent.
Yes.
Tree. Yeah.
So
take one on over resolve.
yeah, okay, I got it.
Wolfgang's going to lean down, and you feel the hot breath of a machine running on overdrive caress your face. I understand you're another police officer. Well, ex-police officer. But we're in a lawless land now. He's not attacking you, though, so that's good.
Hey, you know what? We take wins where we could get them.
I would say, I mean, obviously at this sound, both Vermin and Damocles would come running, I assume.
Alright.
Right?
I will start
Yeah.
making my way. I'm gonna go use the restroom
Okay.
quick though.
You guys
I'll
are
be
the
right
second car then. You're not there yet. Okay.
I like the music choice.
Does anyone want to do anything before I have to keep describing how he kills you? Really,
What else can I do?
you guys are supposed to be taking the initiative because I'm not really supposed to be giving you this kind of grace. I'm just supposed to continue talking about how he kills you until one of you decides to do something.
If he's gonna keep attacking, crap.
Can
I
I
don't
shoot
know.
him?
Can you what?
Shoot him.
Absolutely. What are you actioning?
Can I just hunt?
Yeah, absolutely. Are you using like an item of some kind? Hold on, I didn't
My
tell you
pistol.
your position or effect, man.
Okay. I have a pistol.
Okay, is this from your item list?
Yeah.
Okay, this is risky standard then. Do you want to bargain at all? Okay.
No, fuck.
Well, you raise your gun to try and shoot at him, and he swats it out of your hand. It flies, this time, out of the train completely.
Fuck.
I thought we were talking! If you want to do that kind of talking... What was that?
That is a good question.
Sorry, you're killing him.
What was
back. Did I miss?
What was that?
What did I miss?
I thought we were talking. If you want to do that kind of talking... And he opens his wolf mouth, and a gun barrel protrudes out. What the name I'm talking?
Excuse me?
And then he's going to
What was
proceed to try and shoot you, I guess.
Fucking hell.
Bros
I have a
are
second pistol.
wolf, like actually.
I shoot him again.
Okay, are you actioning a pistol, or are you... What's the... I need this
I guess-
actionable terms. Ren, are you still with us?
Yes. Can I attune with the spirit of it and kind of understand its movement and shoot it again?
What is it in this scenario?
The wolf guy.
Wolfgang? Sure. We'll call this... risky standard, I guess, yeah. Do you want to bargain?
Sure.
You succeed in shooting him, but you lose this pistol too.
I can't pull out a third pistol.
I unfortunately don't have a third pistol on the list of my tools.
Damn.
I do still have one more though. Sure, fuck it. I'll lose the pistol.
Okay, so add an extra die then. Nice. Okay. So he opens his mouth at you. You see the gun barrel protrude. Sorry. You see the gun barrel protrude, and your mind instantly clocks, oh, this is a T-147 Mark 18 type gun barrel. You know how this fires. So, but like a half turn, you cock your head out of the way as it fires, and then with a spinning motion, you kind of dance out of the way, and then shoot him with your gun. You didn't know
yeah.
you were capable of that. It kind of surprised you. He goes, "Oh!" And at that sound, everyone arrives in this train car. It's a little packed, actually. He's still perched on the roof, reaching down and swiping at you guys.
Okay. I would like to, from being unseen, prowl and do a close range attack. I'm going to use an item to get my blade.
A blade.
A blade or two, actually, is the description. And I would like to try and pierce like his knee or like whatever mechanical joints he has that function as a knee to like try and hamper his mobility.
He's sitting on the roof.
Yeah, I'm jumping. I'm like jumping from.
Oh, you're jumping?
height.
Okay, this is desperate. Standard.
Desperate standard.
Yeah.
And okay. I guess. Do I get any bonus from using an item here?
Yeah, it would have been limited, but now it's standard.
Okay. I would like to. What would the Devil's Bargain be like here?
You both get hits. You trade.
Trade. I will not take the Devil's Bargain, but I will push myself.
Okay.
6.
Nice. You vault off the wall, the desk. You've been doing a lot of vaulting today. You're in a vaulting mood. And you proceed to slide your special, what is the material called? Give me a second to look this up. Right, hexographite. It's a brittle kind of plastic compound that's very good for blades. So it can pierce metal. You stab it into his knee joint, and then fade away in the same motion as he goes, "Arr!" And he slides just a little bit backwards off the top of the train. He's going to look at you with rage, Vermin, and then back at Shaw and said, "Sorry, pal. I don't mean to have to do this to a fellow brother." And then he's just going to swipe blindly into the train car.
May I do something at this moment?
Yes, you can. Absolutely. What are you doing?
Oh, with my equipment, how do I tell if something's consumable or not?
It's not consumable. You get it.
Okay.
It's like
Perfect.
Dungeon Hunter mechanics, you know? You pick the item box, now you have it. And
Well,
it
it's
just
a
works.
good thing I conveniently loaded my fine pair of pistols with electroplasmic ammunition. I'm gonna aim for his arm at the elbow and try to remove his claw.
Alright, this is risky great.
With my wonderful finesse, and then I'm going to push myself. And what was a Devil's Bargain be look like here?
You trade hits.
Trade hits. No, I don't really want to get hit. So this was what? Risky
Risky great.
Risky great. Okay. If things go badly, I suffer. Okay. Yeah, we'll do this. So, fine pistols, electroplasmic ammunition, and pushing myself could give me 3.
Nice.
A
Success.
6 and 2 5s.
With a calm, relaxed motion, you raise your
Of course.
your coil gun up. Here, there. Actually, here. Let's aim it right there, you say. To yourself, of course. Blam! A sort of jumping, arcing shot. It actually dances in midair, the way that a bolt dances back and forth. Jumping onto his elbow joint, and you can see it instantly go limp as electricity arcs over the surface. And with a breath of panic, Wolfgang turns and then disengages the arm off of its socket immediately and throws it to the side.
Hell yeah.
Okay, we're pulling out the big guns now. And he's going to lean backwards so that he's now putting his one good foot on the train tracks, and he punches his arm through the window to grasp the backside of your train car in a hugging motion. You feel the train instantly lurch as its momentum is cut.
He's able to stop the train.
So he's on top of the roof and on the tracks and grabbing the side.
No, I
window?
told you he leaned back, so now he's sliding down, like the backside.
Oh, he's leaving.
No, he's sliding down the backside of the train car so he can stand adjacent to it, and is attempting to like slow the momentum and grab it.
Gotcha.
You feel the
I'm
train.
still having trouble visualizing it.
Okay, Wolfgang is on top of the train car. He leans and slides back, so he's no longer on top of it. Slides down the backside, plants his foot on the train tracks, and then hugs the wall. He's essentially sliding down the backside and attempting to sumo wrestle the train car off the tracks.
I see.
With you in it.
Yes.
What the fuck is this guy's problem?
If I don't get that, nobody gets it, he says.
Well, you don't get it. If no one else is gonna move, I'm gonna shoot him again.
Let's let somebody else go. Unless, no one else wants to action.
I'm ready to go. I'm just letting the two people who were here before go.
I guess if we're fighting him, I could skirmish and try to like. How far away am I from him?
Well, currently, most of his body is shielded behind the wall of the train car. His arm is penetrated a window and is grasping your face at the wall, though.
Would you like to lead a group skirmish? I'll help you out with it.
Yeah, can we do that?
An all-out Persona 5 attack? Okay, yeah. Is everyone joining the group skirmish? What?
You don't have to participate. I mean, if you're really terrible at skirmishing, it's actually better if you don't. So Cole doesn't take extra stress.
You don't want me.
I've got one skirmish. I can help.
Okay, so Cole, just so you remember, anyone who fails the roll, you take stress for them, so...
Well, you know what? I've already taken a lot of stress. I might as well keep taking more.
True.
Right?
Alright.
I see in no way this could go wrong.
Can you set position and effect for us?
I was waiting for you guys to finish up who is joining the group action. Yes. We'll call this Desperate Standard. Because he's behind a wall.
I'd like to use my second blade.
A blade.
Or actually, what was the laser sword that Darmot was using?
Yeah, that's a fine weapon. So, you have fine weapons.
I would like. I do not have a fine weapon. No, sorry. Would an unusual weapon count as that?
I suppose.
Okay.
Well, actually, I would say no. Actually, an unusual weapon would probably be more like a pulse thrower or some other kind of non-lethal weapon, I think.
Okay. In that case, I'll simply just use my other blade to attack him.
Okay.
To try to implement with this.
Who else is in the group skirmish?
I am. Am I able to use my guns on this or no?
Yeah.
Then yeah, I'll fine pair electroplasmic to help assist, take another shot at him.
Cole, do you want to roll skirmish first, or shall we go in reverse order with Brad, me, then you?
I'll roll first.
Okay.
Come on, dice.
Wait, you only have one skirmish? Shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, fuck. I thought you had, more than that. Okay.
No.
Since this is... since this is, desperate, I do get an extra one, so hopefully... Alright, there we go. 6.
Right. And then mine's also a 1, but I've got 2 different tools helping out.
No one failed. Very good. No stress taken. There is some... Done. Yeah, so that's a success. No complication. You coordinate attacks. You first, Vermin, use your blade to pin the arm to the wall. I mean, it wasn't going anywhere, but, just to make sure.
Yeah.
Remind me how you were attacking him, Shaw?
With my cane sword, I guess I just like because I can see where his arms are.
Arm singular.
Body is like
he lost the other one. Yeah.
Oh well, do I still have like an idea of where his body might be?
Yeah, it's behind the wall.
Okay, I just stabbed through the wall with my cane sword.
And as he's momentarily distracted, with the same kind of inappropriate, relaxed motion, Damocles, you fire another electroplasmic bolt, causing this arm to become paralyzed as well. This time he uses his mouth to disengage that arm before the electricity can travel up it. And he allows some space between himself and the train before he takes his feet and begins to rail grind again. He's following you about 30 feet back, and then the gun pokes out of his mouth. He's just gonna shoot at you blind. He's just gonna shoot at you. He's just gonna shoot at you.
Wait, so have I taken off both of his arms now?
Yeah.
I was going to ask before he moves away. I didn't want to interrupt you speaking, but I did want to try and do this as he was moving away. Could I finesse try and finesse the punch card out of his belongings, or his?
There is not sufficient. That's impossible, basically.
Okay.
So this is important. When I say that something is impossible, that's a position. That's an effect. So like, you could push yourself, ask or use some equipment, and it would become desperate.
Okay. Sorry, give me 1 second. Would I be able to use an unusual weapon to like try and basically just try and like essentially a grappling hook to essentially keep him close for an extra half second to try and go for this?
Hold on, let me check hold on. I need to check something there. How do you get better position? There's a way to do this.
I thought you said it's by having
That's effect.
items.
Actually.
Oh.
Oh, I thought items could be used for effect or position.
I think that's right. Whatever, we'll run it like that. I'll look into that later.
Can I assist in this?
Yeah, if you spend 1 stress, you can give him a die, or you can contribute your own action as well.
Give me the extra die, please.
So what I'm leaning towards, Damocles being just a gunslinger, aim for one of his feet, still have the fine pistol, still the ammunition. I have 2 finesse, and I can push myself as well to try to distract him. So while you go for the key card, I'm trying to make him worry about losing one of his legs. Any thoughts?
I don't think he's worried about losing his legs, personally. And meta-wise, I'd honestly just rather have the extra dice, but it's up to you on how you want to engage with it.
So
You can just say, I do this to help you, and then give him the extra die by spending the stress.
It's 1 stress?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll spend 1 stress.
Before you spend it, did that resolve position effect? Or
Yeah, so you're
what is my
desperate.
current?
You're desperate standard right now.
Desperate standard? Okay. So I get an extra die. I'm an extra die from desperate. And you know what? I will push myself as well, which will max out my stress, but I want this punch card.
Okay, so that means you're not in the fight after this. You know that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Great.
Nice. I will say, because this is a crit, you get another clock slot, and you steal the punch card. So,
For trauma, I would like to recommend Reckless, but
yeah, go ahead.
alright.
Beep bop beep bop bop beep. As he's sort of fading away from the train, you leap out, use his arm to swing around like a trampoline. What do they call them? the thing in the
trapeze.
Thank you, a trapeze. A trapeze. Hop onto his person, and as he's kind of like trying to shake you off, he doesn't have any arms left to hit you. He's distracted by the bullet, which was never intended to hit him at all, because you know Damocles shooting him while your ally's on there is just too risky.
Right.
But you managed to get the punch card, kick him in the face, and then vault off of him back onto the train.
A lot of vaulting.
In the process, though, you are stuck midair, and as he attempts to fire you with his gun, you do a half twist to dodge it, but you end up face planting into the top of the train car, and you could probably go unconscious.
I've been jumping around too much. My body cannot handle it.
Yeah, it was about time that your luck caught up to you. Anyway, he's still spraying the train car, and with the gunfire, basically the whole back of the train car has now been penetrated. There are several bullet holes that he's attempting to now shoot you through.
Is being aware of the clock meta knowledge?
Yes and no. I mean, knowing how close it is to completion, yes. Knowing that he's close to being dead, no.
Okay. Can I use my sharpshooter ability to unleash a barrage of rapid fire to suppress him from shooting my allies?
Let me pull up your sheet, because I don't remember exactly how this works.
You can push yourself to do one of the following: a ranged attack at extreme distance beyond what's normal for the weapon, or unleash a barrage of rapid fire to suppress the enemy.
Oh, that's it? You just pay the stress cost and it works?
Yep.
It's
how I understand.
Okay, my understanding, which might be not quite, it's on a roll, on a roll that would normally be impossible, you can just make it as standard or whatever. Like, if I assume this would be finesse or hunt or for a ranged weapon or whatever, it's just able to do the roll for that.
I see.
It becomes possible.
Yeah, so now you pay 2 stress and the opportunity presents itself.
Yeah.
So you still must complete the action.
Gotcha. And I have 9 stress before I die.
Not die.
Right.
But suffer trauma.
Okay, guys, don't take trauma this easily. You know, we got more heists. You know.
No, I'm weighing, because this would take me from 3 to 5. So I think this is a worthwhile.
Oh, you're not at 9. Never mind.
You're at baby. You're at baby. Right
yeah,
now.
you're fine.
I'm at 3, and I'm gauging if 5 is like way too much or not. Okay.
You're fine. You're fine.
Do it.
As far as I interpret it, though, you do still get the extra dice and pushing yourself. It's just you also get the opportunities.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I do have a question. So on the blades and the sheets page, under Hound, there's like 8 more sections. Does my sharpshooter count towards that, or is that different?
What do you mean 8? Oh, that's your playbook line?
Oh,
disregard that until the end of the session.
Okay. So yes, I will, using my hunt to trap this demented animal with suppressing fire.
Normally this would be controlled, but because this is out of your attack range, we'll say this is risky standard.
And then find pair of pistols,
Great.
electro ammo.
Risky, great.
So 1. And then I don't get additional dice for this, right?
You get the
it
1
just
from
allowing
pushing
me
yourself.
to do it.
You get the 1 from pushing yourself.
Okay.
Perfect.
So 5.
Success with complication. Here's your complication. You have to maintain suppressing fire. You don't get to do anything else while you're suppressing it.
Perfect.
Okay.
That's fine.
So basically, he's grown wary of what your specialized ammunition does, so he's dodging it now. But it's taking some effort. He's not able to shoot back while he's like hopping from rail to rail, trying to maintain a bead on you while you're not getting paralyzed again. Now, Rabbit, Shaw, the opportunity has opened for you guys to have some safe counterplay. What do you want to do?
Can I disable his arm?
It's no longer attached.
He has no arms.
Yeah.
He has no more arms. I've disabled.
He bit it off. Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything for me to disable?
You want to throw a bomb at him, maybe?
I guess I could just make a bomb and throw it. I don't know.
Don't let me tell you what
like
to do.
deconstructing.
Yeah, don't let me tell you what to do, but there's plenty for you to do. Don't worry.
Okay.
Shaw, would you like to do something, perhaps?
I can make a bomb.
Okay. Can you put that in actionable terms for me?
I will tinker together a bomb and throw it at him.
Awesome. We'll call this controlled standard. Because he's suppressed.
Nice.
Great. Complication. Okay, I love complications. I love complications. You make the bomb.
Some complication.
You throw it at him. Here's the complication. When it explodes, it knocks him towards you. So, he's aiming to get one last bite at somebody as he's flying towards you.
I move out of the way.
Is that a resist I'm hearing?
And I,
Not, and when I say you, I don't mean you, Rabbit. Specifically, I mean the
Can
crew.
I throw a bomb at him? I guess that doesn't really help.
Yeah, you could try. What's this?
Just throw another bomb and then knock him away from me.
Yeah, he's a little wise to your moves now. That's not going to be as effective, but you can try it if you want.
That's going to give me better luck.
I didn't tell you your position or effect.
5.
I didn't tell you your position or effect.
Okay.
This is risky limited now.
What if I just prowess out of the way?
Is that a resist? Let me remind you, crew. This bite is aimed at the train car in general, not just Rabbit specifically.
Gotcha. Does that mean we can help with this?
Absolutely. Well, not you right now, unless you want to drop suppressive fire.
No.
Can I attune to it and understand the direction, I guess? I don't know.
Sure.
I can get out of it.
We'll call that risky limited. There's not much elsewhere you can go right now.
Fuck. I'll just make a bomb then. I'd rather use the fire skill.
Alright. That's a crit! Okay.
That's pretty good.
His mouth is right there, man. It's like a basketball hoop. It's yearning for the ball.
We're finding the Great Dodongo from Legend of Zelda.
It yearns. It yearns
for
for
the bomb. We could even pretend that you had planned this all along. He's flying towards you, mouth open, and like casually, you just throw another bomb in there, and you turn around and you start walking away. You know this ending. You've seen it a million times. And
the guy who walks away from
unfortunately for Wolfgang, the bomb goes right in his mouth. You hear one last, "You've got to be kidding," and then it cuts him off as he explodes into a million pieces.
Hell yeah.
hopeless ratio.
Hey, I think you're almost at your stop.
The Lord.
I'm just make sure I'm not falling off the train while I'm on top of it.
Yeah, does someone want to go pick that guy up?
Yeah, now that I don't need to be suppressing fire.
You pick him up, he's unconscious.
That's fine. I'll bring him back into the train.
Shah, Rabbit, there's an unconscious man in front of you.
Do we recognize him at all?
It's Vermin.
Oh yeah.
Grab him.
Can I use? Remember when I remembered? let me bring out the pulsar or whatever it is.
The shocky thing.
Yeah.
Bag.
You gotta defibrillate him?
Yeah.
Defibrillate.
Ignoring the fact that head trauma does not equal heart problems, you pull out the defibrillator, trusting that the narrative will convene on the fact that your revived this guy item will work.
Precisely.
Where do you put it on him?
I mean, he's human shaped, right? So.
Yeah, most of you.
Put it on the chest.
All right.
That's for the power.
Vermin, the smell of burning flesh and burning hair gives you a rude, shocking awakening.
Welcome back.
Hello, brother.
How close is everyone around me? I guess
They're like huddled around.
I wouldn't be. Yeah, I wouldn't be up in your space, but just like over top of you.
Yeah, well,
I set you down and then moved out of the way.
I'll like scurry away and like essentially like a cat waking up from a nap and jumping back, like being scared. I'll scurry away and back up, and then I'm going to start checking my stuff and make sure I have 1, the punch card, and 2, nothing was stolen off me.
You have the punch card. Nothing appears to be stolen, but who trusts these thieves?
Yeah.
Morning, sunshine.
Morning, bro.
Bruh.
Well, that was interesting.
I'll take my hand, put it in my satchel, and produce the punch card.
Hey, nice, you got it. We don't have to stop the train.
Someone take this.
Can I take it? I wouldn't say this out loud, but like, I would offer my hand forward for it.
I'll hand it to you. And then in the corner, I'm going to like be inspecting my wounds from the defibrillator, since I think they did more damage to me than the concussion did.
Yeah, so on level 1 harm, you do have burnt.
Alright. Burnt.
Because your chest is flesh, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Other than that, you seem fine. There's a bit of a bruise on your forehead, but you know. We take those.
We do take those.
Okay. Your next stop is fast approaching.
Alright. I guess we gotta prepare ourselves for one last stop with, or not one last stop, but a final stressful stop.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine. Nothing to worry about.
How's everyone else's condition right now?
It could certainly be.
So I'm not in the best of shape, but I could be worse. I could be dead.
Damocles looks as fine as when you first saw him.
Alright.
Good for him.
In that case, I'm going to, I would like to prowl on the roof and see if I can, get some good coverage, so I can see, the station before anyone at the station or standing there would be able to see me.
No need. You ask someone to slow the train, which you have to do already before you pull the brakes. It's pretty dark out. You go flat on top of the train car that is still intact. This command car is in pretty bad shape. So you have to go into the next car over.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that it's one big city, Nirvana is quite large. It's large enough to have some geographical diversity. So
It's LA.
You're approaching something that's basically like a beach. There's a train station on some docks, and it's kind of like
May I interrupt?
yeah.
I would like to walk or make my way on top of the train car to hand Vermin a spyglass before returning back down.
Perfect.
Just seeing that he was trying to scope it out.
With the
So
spyglass.
I'll just walk up, give him a spyglass, and then leave. Saying nothing.
With the spyglass, you get a better look at the rusty, grimy kind of seafront. There's some fish markets. Don't eat those. Fish in the dome are not good for you. That looks like a bar. There's a train station. You found it. It's kind of ominous, like the last one was, where there's not very many lights on, and under one single pre-cascade street light, you see what looks like a fortune-telling booth with one of those old-style animatronics. There's a group of individuals in front of it. 2 people. They have mag boards on their back and hoods over their heads.
Mag boards? Could you? Oh, okay. Yes, I know about the hoverboards. bitPUNK. And the okay. And sorry. 1 second. Okay. And so, is this station a dead end after it? And do we have to go backwards to get back, or is it loop all the way around?
It loops.
Like, okay. Okay. I'll give everyone a heads up that bitPUNK's at the station. There's some weird box that they're trying to, it seems, interact with or stand in front of.
I will gesture for my spyglass back.
Oh, I'll take it
when you come back
and
down.
I'll take it and I'll hand it to you.
So these friends of ours that have made their way to this contraption, you say, is this the potential location for our last key card?
Oh, it is the location, not potential.
It is the location. Wonderful.
If there is one thing that we can do, it's be certain about things, right, guys? I'll say that semi-sarcastically.
Sounds like it. Would you like me to deal with this problem from a distance, and we can park early?
Rabbit, you're supposed to be friendly with these jackasses. Right?
They hate her. They hate him, actually.
Oh, they hate her. Okay.
No, they hate me.
All right, so we all hate. Sorry, can you remind me the overall
Disco.
Larger group? Disco. Yes. So we all hate disco, right?
Yes. Well, it's more of a one-sided beef. I have less strong feelings for them than they do for me.
Yeah, they're.
Not to say it's unwarranted, but you know.
I find them grating. I'm fine to just get rid of them quickly and quietly. You got a harbor to put their corpses in.
Well, I do have a fine long rifle. We want to park early. I can set up top and draw their attention to a more desired playing field.
You weren't able to take them out with it itself?
I might be able to. I don't know the mechanics of this game well enough to know if I can one-shot. Gabe, would I theoretically be able to take them out before they could get to us?
You could shoot them, but whether or not you take them out depends on the die you roll.
Yeah. Do you shoot them in the head?
This is narrative style, so we go, do you shoot them? And you say yes, then we roll, and I look at the dice and I say, do the circumstances call for them to die instantly? And then I decide.
Gotcha. So I do have a fine long rifle. This would be the last of my gear, though.
Okay. Are you checking it off?
I'm asking the group with meta intent.
Here, I can also take a stealthy approach. I assume a shadow cloak in this setting would essentially just be like an invisibility mantle.
It'd be like a camouflage, like an advanced sort of camouflage cloak.
Okay, if I took a fine shadow cloak, would you think I'd reasonably be able to sneak close to them, right?
Absolutely. Well,
All
you got to action it, of course, but you know.
Yeah, but yeah, positioning it.
Control grade, yeah.
I can try and get a jump and then send you a signal if I need you to shoot.
Or we could also roll up
to get
the
the punch
train, have you hop off early, stealth your way there, and as the two of them try to engage the three of us before we get off the train, you can jump them. We throw the door open, and then I put them both down. No long rifle even needed.
Alright, I'll take out my fine shadow cloak then if you guys want to let me off here.
Sure, of course.
And then I would like to prowl to try and get it there quickly, but so I'm able to hear some of their conversation or their engagement before the train pulls up.
Yep, controlled, great. Nice. Okay. Your cloak falls around you, and you watch as square by square, the little micro screens embedded in the fabric match your surroundings. You're invisible. Like the wind.
The wind.
As you
He's left us.
Shadow.
As you skulk closer, you can hear in breathy undertones one side of the conversation. In your projection, the bitPUNK didn't talk. She made music with her mouth instead. That's not quite true to reality. She's just mute.
Mm-hmm.
She appears to be signing something with her hands to the companion next to her, who is responding vocally. Yeah, I ain't really sure. Yeah, I don't really get it neither. Well, hold on. You said Somnus? Go back? Alright. We can do this another time, or I'm sure another opportunity will present itself. Alright. Somnus? Yeah, we got it, okay. And they turn to leave.
Does Somnus mean anything to me?
Not for free, it doesn't.
Would I be able to, I guess, study? Would that be that?
Yeah,
Would that be study?
Sure. Study the name.
Okay. Yeah, study.
We'll call this Risky Limited.
Sure. Okay. Oh, actually, before I do this, what would like a failure or a harm look like in this?
You don't
out
get
of this
it.
roll?
You don't get it.
I just don't get it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do that. I think that's the lower of the two rolls, so it's a 1. Because zero is I roll 2 and take lower, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Dang. You don't know who that guy is, you don't care. They're leaving. So, it's up to you what you want to do.
Are they leaving as in like... If the I'm going to draw real quick so I can...
Let me just describe this to you. They pull out their mag boards and they fly away.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I'll leave it up to the rest of the group then, if they want to shoot them or not.
I wouldn't. I think if we pull into the station, I would still stop according to plan. But if they're not there anymore, then I wouldn't press further.
Alright. In that case, after they leave, I'd like to pull up to the fortune-telling station.
With the lack of threat, does everyone else just come in too?
Sure.
Yeah.
Rabbit?
Yeah.
Okay. You all approach this strange-looking booth on the docks here. It's designed, let's say, with some more of the stereotypical impressions in mind. The lady puppet animatronic is of dark complexion. She's got a do-rag and she's got thick dreads, okay? I didn't make it. Don't look at me. Did you say nice?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
What's wrong with it, Gabe?
Yeah, you're the one who came up with it. Don't question the things.
That's just not the response I expected. And there's a big plaque in old paint proclaiming 25 cents, your fortune told.
I can get that for free. Or through a brutal, daring adventure. Anyone know what 25 cents means?
Would I know what 25 cents means?
Probably not.
Can I study to know what 25 cents means?
Risky, limited.
Three.
It must be
Not
her
a good-
name.
Vermin, I think that's her name. Vermin,
So
I'm
you
pretty
think-
sure it's her name.
All right. I'm not good at talking. Shaw, you're good at talking, right?
Yes, I am.
Can you tell Ms. 25 cents here to give us the punch card?
How do I think it's beneficial for us both if you just give us the punch card.
That's to
The puppet
because I guess
stares.
we're familiar with robots.
Yeah.
And like AI, so yeah.
The puppet stares at you blankly, offering no response.
I'm gonna walk around it looking for a power switch.
There is no power
I
switch.
would like-
What a strange
I'd like
device.
to prowl for a power switch.
No need. You circle the booth. There is no cord attached? Where's the power supply coming from?
It's Bluetooth. Gotcha.
Bluetooth.
Archaic.
There's some strange manner of handle on the back. It appears to rotate when you put pressure on it.
I will attempt to
Nope.
rotate.
Everything mechanical blows up. We don't want to destroy our punch card here.
I'm gonna start rotating the hand crank that I'm unfamiliar with.
You hear the click, click, clicking of gears and a sound like
Oh.
metal straining.
I continue.
Wait.
The resistance is growing.
Wait.
I let go.
The crank unspools slightly.
If I take tinkering tools, would that have a can of WD?
A what?
There would be lubricant.
Yeah.
Wait, what are you asking? Where?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tinkering tools.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Wait, Rabbit, don't you have tinkering tools?
I do.
Can you see do you have a can of lubricant? Some WD-40?
Do I?
Yeah, but do you
Let
want to
me-
examine the machine before you do anything irreversible?
I mean, it's just lubricant.
You don't know what
Human
this machine
problems
is
are just
capable of.
solved by spraying lube on something.
All right, Cole, that's
Oh,
enough
you
out
and
of
I use different lubes. I think it's important to look first.
I'm just saying.
Are there any panels or any like clear openings like anywhere that it could be accessed if
There's a panel on the
they're
back,
broken into?
held on by rusty screws that look stripped beyond repair.
Could I take out fine lockpicks and try and finesse my way through?
Desperate limited.
Okay.
The screws are
Guys, this
stripped
is
beyond
like
repair.
the wooden door scenario that we're in. I just want that to be.
You're getting an inkling
lower.
of an idea of how bitPUNK could not figure this machine out.
I see where there might be a problem here.
Okay, so you have something like a hand drill in your kit, Vermin.
Yeah.
You use it-
Fine. Fix.
You use it to just take these screws out. You know, like literally, like you drill through them with it. It's not worth the effort of using the lockpick. There's not even a lock on it.
Oh, I see. I was just trying to use them. Never mind.
You take the panel off and are met with something incomprehensible. Clockwork gears. And one of those rotary springs that's like a compressing spool, not like the up and down slinky kind.
I wonder if the Panopticon runs on similar technology. If this can also predict futures.
Damocles will
We should
let
take
out
this-
an
we should
actual
take this
laugh.
box with us.
Can we get it onto the train?
You could, but it looks quite heavy.
There's 4 of us. Surely we could take one box. with one woman inside.
She's a rather heavy build.
Hefty, Gabe. Hefty, not heavy.
She's a rather homely woman.
There we go.
All right. Well, I'd say we just lift it. Everyone lift with our legs. And,
I'm gonna retry the hand crank and release and see what happens.
As you turn the crank, you can see the rotary spring compressing and then uncompressing. It seemingly is not catching on anything at the moment. Not to suggest that there's an error in the machinery, just that its current state is not capable of that.
I psychically asked Julia if she might not have any ideas.
deal with this Ms. 25.
Can I get that in actionable terms?
Tune, right?
I would like to survey this device with assistance from Julia.
Okay. Risky standard.
Unless I ask anything from Julia, that's just a 1.
What an odd device. There is a little box in the back full of round metal pieces with no apparent function. How strange.
Very weird. Very weird. I understand why society collapsed now.
Honestly, valid response.
Well, I'm out of ideas.
I'll inspect the front for any slots, or like maybe they had some sort of card or.
Yeah, the panel is pointing towards a vertical slot, just about the same size as those strange little metal pieces that Damocles showed you seconds ago.
Okay, out of game, are there coins in the back of the machine?
Yeah, they're coins.
Okay, I'm gonna take a coin and insert it in the slot.
You hear a clunking metal sound, and then the turning of gears. The puppet jolts slightly, and then the mouth opens vertically, but in that way that puppets are designed, where the jaw just drops, right? That's a separate piece from the rest of the faceplate.
So creepy.
And a tinny sound resembling, like, a finger on metal, actually. Chalkboards don't exist, that's not a reference anymore. Something sharp scraping against glass plays from inside her mouth. Fortunes! Futures told, whatever you desire.
I'm gonna look at the rest of the group and see how they react to this. It's odd.
Like this machine.
Her painted eyes.
Rabbit, can you detect any ghosts within this?
Can I attune and
Yeah, go ahead. Risky standard.
Door. This is the worst wooden door I've ever been a part of. This is the worst wooden door
To be fair, we're
I've ever
intentionally
been.
being obtuse here.
Yeah.
No, I know, and I'm trying to play into it. It's just hard.
Okay, Rabbit, you've been spending these like 10 minutes standing back and observing. And now that the machine has come to life, you're certain what this is. Before the war, they had consciousnesses, not quite consciousnesses, embedded onto vinyl. The life within them created by ruts and scratches in the material. And they were powered by simple kinetic mechanisms. This must be one of those puppets. Whatever she's saying, whatever simple logic is dictating her decisions, is comparable to a rock rolling down a hill. There's not a ghost in here. It's just a clever machine designed by someone who likely made clocks or cars.
There's
Did you say something? I couldn't hear you.
There is no ghost. My God, that's what I'm telling.
There is no
Anyone
ghost.
understand her?
There is no ghost, she says. She said there is no ghost.
Okay. Okay.
The puppet's painted eyes stare at you blankly, awaiting your response.
Could you remind me what it just said?
Fortunes. Futures told. Whatever you desire.
I want a punch card. I'll say, like, loudly and proudly.
The puppet jolts in a half twist in your direction. Love in your future.
Card. I like enunciate.
In the same kind of tone that you say when you're speaking to someone who doesn't understand your language.
Exactly, the middle-aged white lady.
Yeah. The puppet jolts in your direction. Paths diverging.
Cancel card.
Diverging from what?
The puppet suddenly animates in lifelike motions. Its stiff posture relaxes, and the head turns in a smooth motion so it can stare at each one of you in turn. Doom awaits in your future. And then in the same puppet-like motion from earlier, a hand jolts out in your direction, a punch card, which had not been there seconds ago. Now, flittering in the wind slightly.
I'll grab it.
Sorry.
Interesting.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Death waits on the road in front of you. And then the puppet
Yeah, but-
relaxes, whatever power animated it seemingly having vanished.
Man, death never really matters here. Our ghosts just get backed up and come back different.
A terrifying thought, though, is it not?
I mean, if it promises death, I know people who would pay for it.
Fair. Very fair. So what next?
We head back. We've got our pieces. Now we just need our contact to build it.
Oh, so you guys are not in creating this device.
No. I'm not mechanically inclined enough.
So what is it that we have just stolen?
It doesn't matter. You get your cut.
That's acceptable.
Congratulations. I suppose you, we'll pay you later. But you can head back with us for now. Until then, I guess we'll probably split off afterwards.
These terms are acceptable, I guess. Let us be off then.
You head back to the train, and you take it back to the station inside the rain gully, and that's where we'll end for today. We'll cover the tail end of the resolution at the start of next session.
Okay.
Whenever that is.
Never.
Well, I don't have any more vacations planned. 4th of July weekend may be tough, but other than that, I should be good for a regular schedule now.
For that weekend.
Last week of July, I have a vacation. That'll be rough, but otherwise, yeah.
We'll figure it out. We gotta finish Fractured Heritage before.
Also
anything
true.
else, so unless people are missing, then we can keep doing blades, I guess. I don't know. We'll figure.
How are you guys gonna handle Victor Lamoureux? What are you gonna do about him?
Kill him, I guess.
Babe.
Yeah. When he said.
All right. Shall we do XP?
Yeah. So, does everyone remember how to do XP? Brad?
No.
Okay. So we will go sheet by sheet, and we will award XP as was, you know.
Yeah, let me go last then.
Okay. Who wants to go first?
I will.
All right.
All right. I addressed the issue with stealth, with evasion in the very first action I took, in evading Wolfgang. And then I used the stealth several more times. I guess another specific one would be prowling up to bitPUNK. I expressed my beliefs, drives, and I guess my beliefs and drives both in the first interaction I had with Damocles, and in the second interaction after the punch card train.
And just as a reminder to everybody, the second line, your character tropes that you picked, like for example, Cole, your grizzled investigator trope, that's implied in the second line as well. So if you did something that would match up with either of those, that counts.
Yep. And then I got a new trauma, which was recklessness. I'm only gonna count that once for recklessness though, because I only got that towards the tail end.
I agree.
But then I would say gambling. I don't know how loose we're being with the term gambling. I was kind of gambling with my life a lot there, but I don't know how loose you want to be with it.
I think that that's too common a case to include.
Okay. In that case, I would only struggle with it once.
Okay.
I would argue, unless you wanted to argue something I'm missing.
I think that's fine.
Okay. I'm going to put all 5 of my XP in Lurk.
Okay. So, Brad, just so you know, the XP you get from those reminders, you apply either to your talent pips or to your playbook line, which is under your class, like Hound. That's what that 8 slot thing is for. When it fills up, you unlock a new... Huh?
All of the XP goes in that?
No, you can.
You can choose. You can choose. Like I could have put 2 in prowess and leveled up another ability.
Okay.
And when you fill up that 8 pip line, you get another special ability, basically.
Yeah. Like for example, I'll show you here. Like I could, if I fill it up all the way, I would get to choose one of these.
Gotcha.
And then, of course, once you finish editing your sheet, export the .json and send it to me, please.
Don't forget to save it before you exit.
Okay. Who wants to go next?
I can.
All right, cool.
Addressed challenge with deception or influence. I mean, influence. I'm gonna stop. Would you count that?
I think so.
Okay. I don't think I really did it again.
You talked to Wolfgang, too. Yeah, you remember? We don't have to fight, pal, you know.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Oh, I thought you meant something else.
Yeah, no, I don't think I did anything
You
else.
talked to the beggars, too.
Oh, I did. And I went into trauma for it.
Uh-huh.
Forgot about that. I mean, I kind of talked about my background with the next into much detail.
Yeah, that would account to your second trope, I think, so...
Yeah.
Definitely mark something down there. What else?
I mean, would I get a tick for struggling with a trauma? Because I
That's the next
got a new one?
That's the third line, yeah.
Oh, I don't think I have anything else for the second one.
I can't really think of anything else either.
No, I only talked about the necklace. I don't think I talked about anything else. And then new trauma.
You also had that moment with the children's book as well.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Why did you say that like a 40-year-old aunt?
I don't know, because I can. Get off my back. You're not my dad.
Alright.
It has to.
Where are you putting your XP, pal?
So, I only get XP if I fill both, right?
No, you each pip is an XP, so you got 5 total.
Oh, so I got 5. Oh,
Yeah.
jeez. I feel like I should probably upgrade my insight. But that would take all of my pips.
That's okay. You get them every session.
Yeah, that's true. So I'll upgrade my survey so I can be better at looking.
Cole, when he's looking for somewhere to fit his pips.
Me when
Yeah.
I look.
Can I survey? Can I roll for that? I have 2 dice now.
And of course, desperate actions. I hope you were tracking them in real time. If not, we'll...
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Every single time you said it, I was clicking it.
Perfect.
Wait, what am I supposed to be tracking for desperate action?
Every time
Whenever
you use a desperate action, you get a pip in that attribute. Or for that talent specifically.
Any of those?
Most of your stuff was risky. I think you did one desperate. I forget if it was the skirmish that you took part in.
There is a desperate something in there, so just go ahead and put a pip in your prowess line.
Okay.
Alright, who wants to go next?
I mean, I can. I think I've got it.
Alright.
I've got 0 pips for vice or traumas during the session. One
your
pip.
vice was obligation, was it not?
Yeah.
I think you
So
struggled. That was twice. You were forced to do something due to obligation, at least, I think.
Okay. Sure, I'll take it.
I don't want to be too transparent about what it was, but Julia spoke to you multiple times. So.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. I guess I was looking at forgetting that would qualify as vice. I have 1, I think, in expressed your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background.
Okay.
I feel like I talked with Vermin about that.
Yes.
And I have way more than 2, but you only get a max of 2, and I addressed a challenge with tracking or violence.
Several times, yeah.
Lots of violence.
Where's the XP going?
I think prowess, just so I can get a new skill.
Alright.
I think I'm max prowess.
Yeah.
So then I can get up to 3 finesse. Let's go.
Alright, Ren.
Okay. I think I did plenty of technical.
Yeah,
stuff
for sure.
there.
At least 3 bombs. Yeah.
And then for shuffling police heritage background, I understood the Spanish book, so
Yes.
there.
I would
Struggled
also...
with issue or violence, and I was hallucinating Senor Iguales.
Yes.
So that's the 4 I got.
Anything else? What's your vice again? Oh, wait.
Lust or something. I can't remember.
Pleasure.
Senor Iguodas.
Your vice is pleasure.
Nice.
Can anyone else think of anything in the beliefs, drives, heritage, tropes, background, and or vice or trauma section?
You expressed that you didn't like bitPUNK once, or that they didn't like you.
I think that's fair.
I'll take it.
So that should be 5 total. Where's it going?
Oh.
Put it all in the playbook.
Okay, I'm turning off these train noises. They're getting on my nerves.
Insight, so I can improve survey, and then the last 2 in my playbook.
Wow, strategic. Okay, please make sure, of course, you saved your sheets and sent me the files, and then
Didn't do last time is I didn't save it.
Oh, no.
So, but I just added what I recalled doing last time,
Yeah.
so I added like the.
don't worry about it. Your, stress, pips, it's all very
I don't
flexible.
think I got stressed, so.
Yeah, it's all good.
Oh yeah, Gabe, I did not tell you mid-session, but my prowess leveled up from desperate rolls.
Okay.
Through.
And just as a reminder to everybody, you can't get 4 pips in any skill yet because it's locked behind crew advancement. So. Okay. If you would please export those .json files to the Blades channel after you've done that.
I think I did that correctly for you.
Looks like it. And after you've done that, you are free to go.
Awesome. I will catch you guys next time
On the flip, brother.
So, yeah.
on the flip.
Adios.
Don't know that. Crap, how did. What is scum and villainy?
It's another game.
Oh, okay. Frick, I remember you showing me how to do this, and
You have to go back to the
completely-
main menu. You can't do it from
Yeah,
Make sure you
go
save. Make sure
home.
you save. Save before you exit.
Oh, okay.
Little save button in the bottom right.
Okay, I'm gonna split. Bye.
Good
All
night.
right, adios.
Goodbye.
I just remembered I'm calling on my phone and I'm like,
Nice.
more awkward to hang up on.
Save.
Okay, I'm leaving for the time.
And I go home.
Bye.
Goodbye.
And then
Oh.
I go
There's a
home and
There's a little download icon.
Yeah.
It should say enable.
oh,
download mode.
export. There we go.
There you go.
And then I go into Blades. I scroll down. Upload a file. Boom.
Yippee!
Good. Okay, thank you.
Uh,
Cool.
I'm going to bed.
All right. Good
All right.
night.
Have a good one.
Good night.
Okay. Oh, that felt
Good
better
session.
than last time. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I was getting a little angry at the beginning because I felt like people were not paying attention, but
Well,
it's online. What can you do?
yeah, and we're still learning the mechanics a little bit. So, oh, hold on. We're still recording.